about to get on up here, okay? Y'all, I'm having a beautiful day. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, marvelous day as well, wherever you are in the world, okay, in America, etc., etc. Whether you're listening to this at night, whether you're listening to this during the day, during the early dawn, or the crack of the morning, okay. Whenever you listen to this, or even when if you were coming in during the live, definitely like, share, and subscribe. I'm sending the high vibrational collective. Yes, you. If you're high vibrational, okay, I'm sending you light and love and peace and protection and prosperity. My high vibrational, okay, divine feminines and my high vibrational divine masculines and the divine collective. Okay, we're gonna clap for that. Not you motherfucking karmics. Okay, y'all need to sit down, take notes, and start healing and stop trying to steal, kill, and destroy to get shit that y'all got, everything that y'all got in life. Because there's a lot of judgment going on. See, when you kill, steal, and destroy and take shit from people, y'all, there's a channel message. When you steal, kill, and destroy, okay, and take shit from people, this we're in the season and we're in the time in the season, okay, in this age of Aquarius with a lot of different portals and things changing and the planet rising and shifting and energy shifting and changing and different planes and dimensions, y'all, that demonic ass shit ain't going no more. You killing people that's innocent. You killing people because you want their life, you want their power, you want their man, you want their female, you want their wife, you want their husband, you want to fuck on their person. You get what I'm saying? You want to steal their friends because you want their friends for you. You want to steal their life. You want to steal their identity. You want to steal their ideas and find ways to use magic to steal from them in the astral realm when they sleeping to attack them. You get what I'm saying? To use their energy for you and to benefit you motherfuckers. It's no longer working no more. It's time to pay the fucking piper. It's no more children and animal and people and human sacrifices, okay? Being made to these dark entities by these motherfuckers that operate in the shadows. You can't do that shit no more. The planet is wiping that shit out. It's parasitic. A lot of people in these dark cults, y'all, they're parasitic. They have to feed off something. They got to feed on abusing children, tormenting children, abusing people with divination, stealing from people, looking in the spirit to see what somebody else got on their motherfucking life journey, life walk, life mission, purpose, destiny. You get what I'm saying? And oh, I want that. Oh, look, that's like cheating on a motherfucking test. And you looking over there because somebody studied and they got the answers and they scoring high because they got the intelligence and the wisdom and they know the motherfucking work. But see these karmics, y'all, that operate in the shadows, they love to kill, steal, and destroy. Those are the ones that look, back in the day. Or let's say you had a test and you ain't study, you ain't do no motherfucking research, you ain't even read the chapter or the lecture that the damn test or quiz is about, or the midterm or the final is about. You looking over on your neighbor. See, back in the day, it was everybody had the same test. You get what I'm saying? But now in the spirit with things shifting, you know what I'm saying, with certain systems falling, certain government systems, different multiple systems, certain people that operate in the shadows, they got a system, certain religious systems. It's so many different systems, and it's a lot of what's the word, spirit, it's a lot of abuse of power that goes on in these systems. See if you know the right person, you fucking the right person, you're in allegiance or in some sort of a contract, spiritually y'all are equally yoked. You get what I'm saying? You done took an oath, you done took an agreement, you able to go in and ring that person physically or in the spirit and say, hey, I need you to help me to do this because I want to get it. It's no more of that shit, y'all. It's no more of that shit going down in the future, okay? What spirit is doing is the people that used to cheat are so used to cheating on the test, taking the loopholes, not studying, not doing the spiritual work, but going and stealing from people that are doing it or people that are just have good karma and good dharma or whatever, and they got good shit coming for them. These people, they like to pierce through in the shadows and see when something is good is coming to somebody. This is how they operate. They're thieves, they're vampires. They gotta feed. They want to have a certain life. They want to be seen in the public eye in a certain way. They want people to see them in a certain way. Well, you know what? That takes not only them pretending, but them showing up in that way physically, so people that want to be respected or, seen as successful, a lot of the times they equate that with having money, having a nice home, having a nice car, having a good business, driving a nice car, having, the typical stereotypical family, husband, wife, kids, having certain side businesses or whatever. These are people that only care about what's on the outside, what everybody else thinks. See, these people and these karmic people, y'all, that operate in the shadows. It's many people, whether you know it or not. If you're able to see through the realm or see through the veil, I'm hearing the veil, yes, you're able to cut right through. See, those people that love to cheat and spy and see what other people got to steal their energy and to steal their blessings and to steal their destiny in a sense, cheating on the test, stealing energy, and then going and creating with it and acting like they studied or they did the work. No, it's no more of that shit. Okay, spiritually speaking, I'm using that as an example. See, what spirit is doing as the planet is elevating, as those that are really chosen, that answered the call, that did the spiritual divine beings are evolving and awakening. Okay, the planet is awakening. Okay, those people that operate in the shadows, okay, a part of these secret societies and fraternities and sororities, not the ones that are in alignment, with the divine, okay, but the ones that are abusing divination, the ones that are worshiping dark entities, dark devils, in order to get and have everything. You get what I'm saying? Trying to take these shortcuts to run around and get around doing the fucking work. Okay, healing themselves. Okay, truly putting in that work, paying the cost to be the boss, not just stealing, killing, and destroying, and then saying I'm the motherfucking boss. See, spirit, we're now heading into the new earth. We're rising in consciousness and in frequency. Okay, so all of those people, y'all, that was used to cheating on the test back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Before my day, okay, because we had standardized tests and stuff, and the person, they already got hip to that cheating shit then, the person next to you had a different test, the person next to them had a different test, but I'm talking about way back in the day. See, a lot of these people that playing magic and playing voodoo and root work and all these different systems, where they abuse it, and they still kill and destroy, and they feel like they know the arithmetic. They know the calculation. They know if they put this with this and they send this there, usually it's supposed to work. And they might tweak it. You like a science experiment. See, this is how these motherfuckers be cooking shit up in the lab, sending that spell work. Okay, but everybody you can't take out. Everybody you can't hit. Everybody you can't kill. You can't work with the Orishas and get somebody that's ordained, that outranks you, that has more power than you and everybody else connected to you, that is ordained to work with the Orishas, because they're our family. They're not yours. Woo. You can't use them against us. They're not going to turn against us because we're their family. Okay. And I'm speaking to somebody because it's a lot of people that play in root work, y'all. And when they work it, when they attack people that don't have are not from a certain bloodline, or are not from a certain rank, or don't have a certain rank, or not from a certain lineage. You get what I'm saying? They used to getting away with this. But see, when they attack people in these dark covens and organizations that operate in wickedness, we're going to say that, because all of these, I'm hearing all of these, groups and, people that practice spirituality and divination are not evil, but there are a lot of people that abuse it. See, it's not the root work. It's not the voodoo. It's not the magic. It's not, it's how it's being used. It's who's using it. And it's not designed for what a lot of these people are using it for. See, a lot of these people that are in wickedness and darkness, that get their way with attacking people and hexing people and destroying people because they're jealous, because they want something that they have, because they want their life. They think that they're beautiful and they want their beauty. They think that they got it easy and they want it for themselves. But that's not up for them to say. It only takes them going against one person that is ordained by the Most High God, a child of the Most High God, not just walking around and saying it. No, they bear the scars of that walk, of the Messiah. You get what I'm saying? You can't go against them, especially once they already ascended, okay, and reclaimed and called back all of their power. That's a dummy mission. That's a death plot for the people that want to attack a divine being. But y'all, this is the message, okay? Because a lot of people feel as though for hundreds of years, even thousands of years, a lot of people operating in these systems and operating from the shadow realm and the lower aspects of those systems not from the lighter aspects of those systems and certain spiritual practices, etc. They've been running amok, throughout the planet, globally, throughout the realms, killing, stealing, destroying. I'm hearing sacrificing babies, children, their people in their family, children, their babies, animals, and it's a lot of blood, on their hands. It's a lot of blood that the planet that has ran into the earth, and the planet is tired. Okay, spirit is tired of all of the I'm hearing all of the unnecessary bloodshed of the babes, of children, of people that are innocent, that didn't need to die, that didn't deserve to die. But these wicked people that have been killing and stealing and destroying, they've become, I'm hearing a lot of these people become so egotistical that they feel like they're God, but they're not. A lot of these entities that they sacrifice people and children and animals to in order to, level up, get this, get that, gain power, access, etc., that they got to continue to pay for to have access to. It's no comparison to somebody that already has that access. All they got to do is do the work and gain it. You can't take their power from them. It's a difference between being ordained and you just learning that system. You can learn the system and learn how to do the magic and the root work and this and that, but you're not ordained to do it. You could do it, but when you come up against somebody that not only is ordained to do it and you're not only do they outrank you and they got more power than you, but they're favored by the universe, you're always going to lose. It don't matter. Y'all, take it from me. I've experienced it, and many other chosen ones have experienced it. You can have literally 50 to 100 people, different cults, conglomerates, okay, of dark Eastern stars, masons, witches, warlocks, etc., attacking you, sending the darkest of the dark things from hell, the hell realms, and the underworld, attacking you. It will not kill you. Whew, because we have the power and the protection of the Most High God. See, these people only are used to winning and figuring it out and finding a way because they're used to dealing with people that are not divine beings, that are not from the ethers, from the stars, that do not have family in the underworld and the overworld. See, when you're dealing with a divine heir or heiress, and you're trying to take their spiritual rank, their power, their destiny, you're attacking their lineage, their children, you're trying to disconnect them from source, but they're from source. You're trying to disconnect them from their spirit team and their ancestors and their guides and gods and goddesses that align with their bloodline, but they're a royal heir, and then you turn around and then you realize once you done fucked up badly. I'm speaking to somebody that the very same powers, the very same, let's say, entities that you are working with know them in the spirit and their ancestors in the spirit, and their ancestors is the ones, the ancient ones, and their ancestors are the ones that gave that supreme being the power, okay, and chose them, okay, to have that power to fulfill certain things. So you really run it. You didn't know that chosen one's family was the very same entities that you were running to kill them. Balance with the light and the dark. That's a dummy mission. That's what I'm hearing, y'all. Somebody, a group of fucking idiots done got themselves into some shit, not knowing who the fuck they was dealing with, not knowing who the fuck they was messing with, not knowing who the fuck they was trying to kill. And they've literally unleashed death and endings in hell from the pits on every aspect of their life. Yeah, this is okay. Now we're going to get into the tarot, y'all. That was the divine channel message off the top, baby. Nothing is written down. Thank you, source. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. Somebody worked from some a divine being's past that was working with a dark cult. Was watching them water something. Okay, watching them work on something, perfecting their craft. Work on something that has to do with a business, a side hustle, a creative endeavor. Something that has to do with them using their gifts, their talents, their abilities. Okay, to manifest and create opportunities for money for themselves. The person that was watching them from a distance, and or people that was working with them watching them from a distance, spying on them with divination, hacking into devices, okay, operating in the shadow realm to try to stop and block every situation where this person was trying to find, this divine being was trying to I'm hearing, get money in the right ways. Yeah, these are people that kill, steal, and destroy for their money. They're used to fucking for their money, selling their souls and their ass for their money. So they don't know how it feels to kind of build something from the ground up. With this particular Seven of Pentacles, it's a woman, okay, a goddess, okay. So this was they were after a divine feminine. It could be a divine masculine that's heavily in his divine feminine energy. But this is I'm picking up on the energy of the Empress. I've never picked up this energy from this card in this way before. They was coming after a divine Empress that was watering her garden, her harvest, okay. And this is an Empress that they were used to stealing from, multiple opportunities, okay, that they were stealing from this Empress, that but she didn't know exactly where who was stealing and exactly how deep this plot was against her life with trying to destiny swap and take her out, okay. She was watering her garden, so I'm seeing that she was using her creative energy, her creative abilities, okay, to plant good seeds, okay, to reap a good harvest. So it was somebody behind the scenes that were watching from the shadows, that was always watching from the shadows, somebody that was close to this divine being, somebody that she used to be comfortable with. Could have been a friend, a family member, a ex, a frenemy, or all of the above. You know, take it how it resonates for you. Okay, they were watching. Okay, they were looking at this divine, the Empress, the divine being, Princess of Pentacles, create. Okay, so we go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm picking up on this divine feminine is turning, or divine being is I'm hearing cultivating, okay, this very abundant and plentiful harvest. Okay, if you're a divine masculine, listen to this, just reverse the roles. Okay, somebody from the past came in trying, thank you, spirit. Somebody, I'm also getting dual energy off of this card. Somebody from the past that was watching came in, okay, because with that one pentacle, with the Princess of Pentacles, it's a younger adolescent female holding one pentacle. This is the person that came out of the woodworks. This could have been a male or a female, okay, that came out of the woodworks trying to offer some sort, one pinnacle, trying to offer give some sort of offer. I'm picking up on some sort of a physical, tangible offer, or at least they was propositioning it to look like that, okay, some sort of offer, some sort of a offer of friendship or some offer of romance, but it was not a offer. This person was coming to take, okay, to steal, to kill, and destroy from what this divine Empress energy was cultivating. Okay, they were watching them work, they were watching them do the spiritual work, they were watching them invest, they were watching them, you know how people, for example, they brick by brick, they say, you know, you get it out the mud, you build that house, you got to build that house brick by brick, but you got to set the foundation and build that house. This was a person and or people, okay, that sent somebody in that was a familiar face, a familiar spirit, somebody that appeared to be somebody that was trusted, but somebody that was the biggest enemy of this Empress energy, y'all. This person came in trying to give some bullshit ass offer. I'm picking up on a cup or offer something. It was something small, because the Princess of Pentacles is something that is in its early stages, okay? So this is dual energy. I'm picking up on a lot of energy with this. They were coming in to steal the harvest that the Empress was watering and cultivating and building, thinking that she would not see them as an enemy and not know what she has in store for her. See, this is going back into the channel message that I was guided to speak on when I got up here, y'all. Somebody was coming in to kill, steal, and destroy, but cloak themselves in the energy of a friend, of a frenemy, of a family member, of an ex, somebody from the past, somebody that this Empress was familiar with, okay, wanting to know all of their information, wanting to come back in from the past as if nothing had changed, but really this Empress was all waiting, okay, and watching and aware, okay, of what this person was coming in to do. This person was a person that only came to take, okay, and will weaponize witchcraft, just like a part of actually a coven as well, of people that operate with stealing, killing, and destroying, and watching what people got coming in, zooming in on their target, and also accepting money to spiritually assassinate people and strip people of everything that they got going on, because they're pieces of shit. Okay, their job, they were, instead of working hard like this Empress, watering the garden with the Seven of Pentacles, okay, paying the cost to be the boss, they they were coming in trying to invade, okay, trying to invade, but coming as a friend. That Princess of Pentacles, I'm picking up on dual energy from this, as I say it again, as I already did. This person didn't have much money at all, much to give at all. This person was only coming back to level up off of this empress because this empress had a lot coming in. Okay, this person, whether a feminine or a masculine, was coming back in because they were desperate. They had made certain dark agreements and oaths and was paid, okay, to spy and to destroy this empress, to block this empress's money. So this is why they were watching this empress water her garden, maybe use his or her spiritual gifts. Okay, it could be a divine feminine or divine masculine in this empress energy. The empress is abundant, okay, very, very abundant, able to weather the storm and able to make something out of nothing. This is what I'm hearing this empress was doing. They wanted to come in to try to destroy it and steal it. Okay, I'm hearing they wanted to come in to sabotage the empress in every way, especially financially. Okay, trying to attack the stability of the empress and trying to block any and all unions of love and a new blank slate, because they saw that this is what the empress had. Yeah, they came in and they fucking lost. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they came in because this empress now is in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This person that was sent back in to spy, to watch, to kill, to steal, and destroy. Somebody that was a friendly, familiar face, but not so fucking friendly, or really a op working with the ops. Okay, that was this person was working with other people to attack the empress, to steal money, to steal energy. Okay, and this person was also stealing from the empress, and while the empress was sleeping in the astral realm. Let's talk about it. This person coming in to call judgment and or justice on a divine being. Okay, that they were abusing, they were robbing, they were tormenting and game stalking because they wanted this divine being's destiny. Okay, the divine being is in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. These people that were stealing are in the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So they wanted to pull the old switcheroo, sabotage the empress's business so that their fucked up ass businesses could stay afloat. Come in and steal the empresses. I'm picking up on Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles energy, even though the cards didn't come out yet. So that because they're desperate at this particular period of time. Yeah, the Empress is in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles is right beside it. Generational money, long-term money, old money coming back and resurfacing. Okay, because I told you that this divine being is an heir and or heiress. Okay, this ancient money. What they call it? They call it the Arab money. The Arabs really ain't used to getting money like that. They just started getting money over there. Let's just be real. Let's be real. Within the last 20 years, or maybe around that. Don't quote me, but when I'm hearing in the spirit. I'm getting Arab money. I'm getting Arab money. I forgot who speak that, but spirit just put that in my head. It was on that type of shit. But basically, this divine being has old money coming in, ancient money coming in, okay, and opportunities, okay, to manifest, to build. I'm hearing that this empress, whether a divine feminine or masculine, actually has the capabilities and a direction that is connected, a direct connection to source. Okay, and this is what they wanted. They wanted to take that. They wanted to take the spiritual rank, spiritual abilities, and rob the empress of everything that he or she had, and it all had to do with the Ace of Pentacles. They was siphoning and stealing from this empress for many years, and that time has come to a fucking end. These damn Judases are losing every fucking thing that they ever stole from any motherfucking body, including this divine being that's coming out of the empress. Yeah, judgment. Judgment. They're all under fucking judgment. They're losing their minds. They're losing their homes, their houses. They're losing their health, their wealth, everything that they love and valued. Okay, it's being ripped from them. If they were attracted, yeah, yes, thank you, Spirit. Next card out. Confirming judgment, Hierophant in the reverse. This is who was sent in, okay, to steal from the empress. A Hierophant in the reverse. Somebody that looks like an upright woman or male. Somebody that looks like could be an older woman or male. Could be a younger or more, more mature. Not a spring chicken. You get what I'm saying? But they might have looked good for their age, okay? This is somebody that walks the walk and talks the talk, okay? And I'm gonna use this as an example. So, y'all, I went out earlier today, and when I tell you I ran into a church lady, or whatever, one of them stereotypical church ladies or whatever, those, Christians or whatever, that they have these little churches or whatever, and their husbands really be Decepticons, like their husbands really be into fucking on people in the congregation, or their husbands be into fucking on little girls and little boys and adolescents, and but really the wife sits there and she be knowing, but she don't say shit because she want them checks, she want that money to keep coming in, but she'll go and talk to a woman that's attractive or beautiful and that ain't thinking about her husband at all, to it be fucking crazy. You know those little church taps where they tap you on the shoulder and they, all of that shit. This is the energy that I'm getting. This is a motherfucker that could be in the church, okay? Could have a certain look in the community, or be a pillar of the community. This could be a couple, okay? A church couple, okay? Some sort of pastor, some sort of youth pastor, or a deacon, or somebody that works with the youth, okay? The adolescents, okay? Somebody a part of an organization that is respected in the community of some sort. This is who they sent in, whether a karmic feminine or masculine. I'm picking up on couple energy of the opposite sex, but I'm also picking up on energy of the same sex. So if this is a karmic feminine, she's married to a male, okay, but she got other males in the background and other females in the background. This is a bisexual person. If this is a male, he could be married to a female, but he got other females in the background. I'm hearing a lot of females, and he has other males in the background as well. I'm hearing a lot of males. Okay, this person has a sexual demon, a lust demon. Okay, they cannot contain their sexual urges. So you know what I'm saying? But this is something that they keep away from the public, okay, because of their image, just like somebody in a church. Okay, that's why Spirit brought that up. Somebody in a church, a pastor, wife, so some of the most wickedest motherfuckers, okay, on the planet is in some of these damn churches, okay? They be in there stealing from people, casting spells on people, hexing and vexing people, stealing people, putting people into all types of mind control and doing all types of root work on them to steal and siphon their energy and their money. But look, they'll look down on somebody that's in the church, coming in the church to actually get closer to God. You get what I'm saying? You know how they say with certain people, when I remember I used to go to a church back in the day where they would say, come into church as you are, some churches, they was real strict on rules. Some churches, women only had to wear skirts, males only, it's different ones, that type of shit, which is fucking crazy. But then it'll be other churches where they'll invite people to come in and come as you are. So everybody don't have church attire. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that. So they'll tell you to come in as you are, but the people in the church, whether they directly look at you or nonverbal communication or whatever, they're judging you. But they're telling you to come as you are. They want you to come in, but they're judging you. But the people in the church is fucking and sucking each other, going both ways, touching on the kids, Bishop Eddie Long type shit. But they not calling out the pastor for being a piece of shit and a horn dog and wanting to fuck and suck every motherfucking thing that he ain't supposed to have in his mouth or on his dick. They not going to check the motherfucking male. That's the problem. They'll go after the women that's coming in the church to get closer to God. Not going in the church looking for a motherfucking husband. Not going in the church to fuck the pastor. You get what I'm saying? Going in there, sitting on the front row, titties all up and legs all open, shit like that. You get what I'm saying? They'll target the people or the women or the men that are actually coming in there to literally get closer to God. What I'm saying is that these type of people, they will throw stones and be in a glass house because they got the image down, but inside they're disgusted. Inside they're rotting. Inside they have cold hearts. Inside they don't like themselves. Inside they don't like what they see in the mirror. But they put so much energy into what other people see, into keeping up the illusion, because a lot of the times it's toxic. It's chaotic and it's toxic, but many cultures and ethnicities do it. It don't matter what's going on inside of you or inside of your home, which is really the total opposite, just as long as you don't look like it. It don't matter if your wife or your husband is cheating on you and you trying to be faithful and work on things, but they keep cheating on you. They keep stealing from you. They keep going out and you get what I'm saying? Oh, well, just keep that in the home. As long as shit look, don't know. As long as the cars are still flowing and they still moving, as long as you still got the home, as long as motherfuckers can't look at you and see that it's something wrong, it's okay. And that's the difference, y'all. We're heading into a new time where people are not going to be able to hide this. See, I can look at a disgusting ass pastor. I can smell him from a mile away. They got a lust problem. They got a lust demon on them. That's a fucking warlock casting spells and hexes and vexes and all types of other shit over the goddamn congregation for them to open their fucking wallet. Trying to manipulate their emotions and their energy to get into their bag, to get into their energy, to get into their mind. I can tell a church female or what do you call it? The pastor's wife, the deacon's wife, the bitch that sit up there and know that her husband ain't a bit of fucking good, but she'll go and blame other women and don't want nothing to do with her fucking husband. But see the people, the females that in the church that's fucking her husband, and she won't go over and check them. Or better yet, check that motherfucker that's fucking on these older females and younger females in the church and touching on the little boys. It's fucking crazy. This is why I'm like, it's hypocritical. They'll turn around and blame. And a lot of the time, sometimes they'll do this shit towards certain males that come into the church, but a lot of the times it be an attack on the women, especially when it's a divine feminine. Oh, a divine feminine going into anywhere, they'll grind somebody's gears. Oh my gosh, them karmic bitches, old or young, they are running around like chickens with their head cut off because why? They can't match that energy. They know what they would do if they had that energy. They know where they would be. And this is the type of energy of the motherfucker that was sent in, y'all. Somebody was sent in, whether a karmic feminine or masculine, from a divine being's past, a past friend, an ex-lover, a frenemy, a family member, somebody that you used to trust, somebody that you had real genuine love for. They were sent in to offer you some form of a offering of friendship, or to work on the relationship, or to build some sort of something involving romance or something. What they didn't plan on staying true to what the fuck they was coming to sell you. This was a salesman, a car salesman, and that type of energy. This is a romance scammer. They were coming to get you to accept what the fuck they were telling you, or painting this picture, this Picasso picture, for you to accept. Whoever I'm speaking about, and to, because this heavily resonates with me, but I know it resonates with many other people if this is your story, okay? Don't force the story to fit. Don't force the shoe to fit. This person got rejected. They came with an offer, making it seem like shit was good over there where they was at, their life was okay, but really they were in distress. And this divine being picked up on it. They could smell the desperation. They could smell the urgency. They could see the hidden attacks, the hidden grenades, the set traps that were set for this divine being, okay, to fall into with sending somebody in of a familiar face. This is what I'm hearing. Judas. This was a Judas type of energy. The type person that'll sit and eat off your table and eat more food than you and take shit to a million plates to go. But they really don't give a fuck about you, but they coming to you with a smile because they want to eat off your table. They want to be in your energy. They want your energy. They really want to be you. This is a destiny swap that went wrong. Thank you, Spirit. This Hierophant in the reverse is now into judgment, and they're being seen, whether a karmic male or feminine, a karmic couple. I'm also picking up on a karmic cult. They're being exposed as being deceptive. They're deceptive. They're being also exposed as being bloodthirsty. These are people that could drink blood. They do a lot of blood rituals, drinking the blood of children, women, men, their targets, animals. Okay, these are people that get real down and dirty with that shit. And that sewer shit, that black magic, where they'll do anything. They'll do any sex ritual. They'll kill anybody for the right amount of money. They'll do any fucking diabolical sex act with the same sex or the opposite sex, whether they're enjoying it or not. Okay, for that bag, okay, for the clout. This is a whole group of people that's going to fuck down, particularly the one that was sent in and the one that paid them. Come on now, Holy Spirit. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It's all over. I'm hearing when it all falls down. Kanye. Woo. When it all falls down, God, the house of cards is falling down. This is a house. This is a voodoo house. This is a cult. Okay, it's a bunch of feminines, but they're also masculines as well. God, they're under judgment. The Wheel of Fortune is now shifted out of their favor for them coming to try to destiny swap, to try to steal the life and the legacy and the destiny of a divine being, attacking them, their children, their lineage, their divine unions, their countership. I'm hearing their divine unions, their counterpart, I said countership, some sort of ship, their relationships, that they this person and or this group was attacking a divine being's relationships, blocking, I'm hearing blocking their relationships. The spirit is what spirit is saying, blocking their relationships, both platonic and romantic, to people that were worthy of them, somebody that was of people that were worthy, somebody that would be able to pour into them the same way that they pour out. See, it was this hierophant in the reverse and or hierophants in the reverse that were in this cult and in these dark communities. They were feeding off of the love, the life force energy, the sacral chakra energy of a divine being. I'm hearing they were raping and robbing this divine being in their sleep, sending in familiar faces, okay, sending in I'm hearing familiar ex-lovers, okay, in the dream state as well as in the physical, to trick this divine being into thinking that, oh well, this is a new person, this is a no, this is a Decepticon, this is somebody that this ex or this friend or this frenemy or these family members in this cult use witchcraft to send in, to switch the signals, to glamour you, to trick you out of your power and your position. I'm hearing this divine being, whether feminine or masculine, it don't matter how good these machismos and these damn jump offs look. We're not biting the bait. We're not taking it. And not only are we not accepting these motherfuckers in the physical, we're not accepting them in the dream realm and in the spirit. So these motherfuckers have canceled Christmas, is what I'm hearing. Them going in to attack a divine being, trying to call justice on the divine being when they were the ones tormenting, robbing, beating. I'm hearing raping this divine being. Okay, oh God, for their money. Okay, those cards just flew over there. Okay, for their money. They wanted this divine being's abundance, financial abundance and stability. Okay, whoever I'm speaking about, who is a divine being, a divine feminine or masculine divine being, they're connected to the cosmos and they have the Ace of Pentacles on the horizon for them. Okay, this is what these people that were eating and feasting and feeding off of their energy and off of sabotaging every area of this divine being's life for some time behind the scenes. They knew that it was coming, so they were trying to get right in the way to try to switch the signals so that their blessing would go to them like they did in the past. I'm hearing that this happened time and time again in the past, but third time correction is not the charm. Okay, yeah, their whole fucking life is dwindling. These relationships of this person that or these people are being destroyed. Their finances, their business, their health, their wealth. God, people are falling ill, falling sick. This person that was sent in was trying to project some sort of not only some sort of physical poverty, okay, severe poverty. They wanted to chain this divine being that is an abundant, okay, being that never was built for poverty, meant for poverty, I will say. They wanted to level up off of them as using them as a sacrifice and using their abundant energy so that they didn't go into poverty, because they know what this divine being's energy will be able to manifest. These doors that excuse me, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. This divine being's energy will be able to open and manifesting and getting them into certain rooms and certain higher timelines that they never would have had access to. I'm hearing that these were family members. Okay, these were friends. These was exes. These was frenemies. They were all working together. Could have been a connection with the community that a divine being lived in, was raised in. These are people that was knowing the divine being before they really truly knew their full potential. Okay, and so they were attacking this divine being because I'm hearing they saw the light before this divine being saw it in themselves. They knew what a divine being had before they knew who they were and what they were going to have in fullness. So this was definitely connected to family. These karmic family members of a divine being was the start of this, was the root of this satanic death plot. I'm hearing the family members of this divine being sacrificed them to a devil, okay, at birth as a child. And so they because they wanted their destiny, they wanted their gifts. And so they worked with many other people to take this divine being out since childhood. It didn't work. And so they got as many people in as they could, but they really was chaining them to the energy of death in all forms, okay, and poverty and suffering and mental anguish and everything in their life going wrong. All of them are experiencing this. I'm hearing lightning is striking. Lightning is striking, and the universe is very much displeased, as well as the ancestors that these people tried to invoke to destroy this divine being without knowing their real body, without knowing their real identity. beyond the physical. It's what I'm hearing. This entire goddamn cult and group, y'all, everything is falling down. The House of Cards is falling down, the London Bridge is falling down. Y'all, this shit is fucking crazy. I'm seeing my mind's eye, or spirit is showing me a tornado, like a hurricane and a tornado. I feel like a tornado just doesn't have a lot more water. A hurricane has more water, and a tornado has less water, I believe, or a little less water, I believe. But it has to do with air. It has to do with destruction. It has to do with divine destruction. So I'm also picking up on the storms of Oya is destroying everybody that had a hand in this shit. Is what I'm hearing. Everybody that put their money in the pot, everybody that put money in the pot to have witchcraft done, high level witchcraft. This wasn't cheap. I'm hearing this was high level witchcraft that they paid for, that they were going and traveling to get done, that they were doing. Okay, this is an ancient book. Okay, this is an ancient book of rituals. Okay, this is something that was passed down to somebody. This is somebody had somebody could have been born into a family where this, voodoo and hoodoo and root work and all forms of, different spiritual practices, but the abuse of divination was passed down. I'm also picking up on a voodoo house of Eastern stars, dark karmic feminines, dark masons, masons that fuck each other in the ass. That's what I'm picking up on, y'all. They are going through it, y'all. I cannot make this up. Everything is being destroyed. They cannot believe what's happening right now. They keep checking their work. They keep checking their magic. No, the magic is right. It's just not working because they came up against a divine being. You can't hit everybody with everything. I'm hearing, be careful how you treat people, because you never know when you are in the presence of an angel. This divine being is an earth angel. I'm an earth angel. We walk the earth. We look like regular people, but we're not regular people. So when you come up and wage war against us, you open a can of something that you're not ready for. The magic was right. It just didn't work because it's not going to work on us. You can't use our family, our real family, not the karmics in our bloodline that were jealous of us. Okay, they wanted to kill us and steal our destiny because they weren't chosen, because they was a piece of shit and they didn't answer the call. No, our real family, our ancestral family, okay, across the realms. You can't use our family is not going to turn against us for you. And that's the difference between being ordained. See, we're ordained to practice in this magic. We're ordained. We're high ranked. We're divine beings that actually do the work, such as myself. We have higher powers because we are able to be trusted with said powers, and the Most High and the divine, as well as our ancestors, know that we're not going to abuse them just to get a bag. We're not gonna abuse the power. See, so much is given, much is required. See, these people that attack this divine being, they're used to abusing and their power and, throwing their weight around. Hey, I'm initiated, and I'm in this shit. I done did this shit. I got bodies on me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, but these aren't motherfuckers that's just in the streets. And see a thug ass motherfucker in the streets, you at least know what you're dealing with. You get what I'm saying? These are motherfuckers that don't look like what they are, but they're killers. Whew. They're heartless, they're cold. Instead of running up to you like a thug in the street and busting you in the head and taking your shit, or pulling out the blick and telling you to get down and lay down, they coming at you in the spirit. They don't want you to see them coming. They coming in your face like looking like everything that they not. But that magic they sending is on a whole nother level. You get what I'm saying? They're used to getting their way and having their way. But when you come up against a divine being and you abuse divination that you were not ordained by the Most High God to have, and you were abusing this divination, and you were able to abuse it because you were attacking people that were not divine beings, it shifts. It shifts. The consequences ain't the same. There is no way out of judgment. There is no way out of being stripped of all of those powers that you got by ill-begotten gains, or sacrificing people, or stealing power and energy from people. Okay, anybody could go and sit down and learn a ritual and read a fucking book. It don't mean that you are ordained with certain powers and certain rank and with certain spiritual privileges to be able to use them and utilize them. See, these people that operate in sewer magic, they were not ordained. They knew the work. They had the ritual down pat. They had the moon phase down pat. They had everything lined up. Okay. But this cult that is under judgment right now, experiencing the highest forms of destruction and death and hunting and haunting and misery and torment. This is what they caused for this divine being, and what they caused for many other people that they deemed as their targets, just so that they can have money to flaunt around and to take trips and to buy homes and to, and I'm hearing it wasn't just that, it was fraud. They were doing a lot of fraud as well, and a lot of people's names, especially this target, that they should have left alone. And I'm hearing this target was never a target. They were the target the whole time. God, this is and then this Wheel of Fortune is like a fucking target on this particular Wheel of Fortune. It's like one of those little those little games where you throw the arrow. It's sharp as hell, and it's usually on a wall. It's usually in a bar somewhere. It's like daggers. This is how it looks. This Wheel of Fortune looks like with the same little dagger, and it's a little circle in the middle, and you're supposed to hit the middle. See, this is how they were sending that witchcraft, but it didn't hit the target. It didn't hit and kill like how it was supposed to do. I'm hearing, they was throwing witchcraft, high level witchcraft, and it was poisonous, poison at the tip of it. Okay, but it didn't work because it was never going to work against a divine being that reclaimed their destiny, that knows exactly who the fuck they are, that is seeing beyond the veil, that is seeing them, that called them in. They were trapped from the beginning, but see, these are people that are so, I'm hearing the person that they sent in and the people that they were in this cult, they're so egotistical, as well as the people that paid them. They're so egotistical. They're so, these are people that, don't want people to get ahead of them. They don't want people to do better than them. They watch people, and they don't want nobody to do better than them. Even the certain people that's in this cult or these certain families, they want to be the ace boom coon. They want to be the one on top. They want to be the pillar of the family, or the pillar of the community. They want to be the leader, And when you dealing with a person like that don't have the mentality that, hey, it's enough for all of us to eat. It's enough for all of us to win. It's enough for all of us to maneuver. You don't gotta steal and rob and attack another motherfucker, whether you cool with them or you pretending to be cool with them because you want what they got. No, it's enough out there for everyone. But these are people that are used to stealing and killing and destroying. They don't believe that it's enough for them because they haven't done the spiritual work in order to be able to manifest and draw that in. It's literally, it's a different consciousness. This divine being that they came up against has a different consciousness, a different level of perception, having access to higher realms that these people in this dark cult with this Hierophant in the reverse, this frenemy, this X, whatever, they don't have access. So they wouldn't know that they were being tricked because they're so used to tricking people. They're so used to being the predator that their spidey senses didn't let them know that they were the prey. God, this is a message, y'all. Victory in the reverse, right? God, this is a message, y'all. This is horrible cards for these motherfuckers, okay? This is the energy, y'all. Judgment in the upright, Hierophant in the reverse, clarified by Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, clarified by Six of Wands in the reverse. And Spirit picked these cards, y'all. I just shuffled and Spirit picked these cards, and these cards flew out of the deck. This is the energy. The energy don't lie. My guides don't lie. The divine don't lie. Spirit does not lie to me, okay? All praise to the Most High and to those that operate in divinity in the name of the divine, okay? Balance with their light and dark. Are we perfect? No. But are we evil as fuck? Hell no. One thing about me is that, you know what? I might show a little cleavage, because shit, I like my cleavage. I know I'm sexy. I know I got that motherfucking fire. I know I'm pressure. But you know what? I'm not about to be out fucking and sucking any and everything and doing and fucking to get ahead and doing all this type of shit. That's the difference. You might see me with my cleavage, baby. You might see me feeling good if it's sunny outside and I'm feeling it. But you can bet your bottom dollar I'm not gonna fuck your nigga. I'm not gonna fuck your husband. He's safe around me, bitch. Woo, come on now. Y'all, that's a message, y'all. That's a message. I can't make it up, y'all. Six of Wands in the reverse, y'all. These people thought they was gonna get a victory. It's nothing good in this deck for these people that sent this motherfucker in. This frenemy, this ex, this friend, this family member. They're under grave judgment. There, it's unbearable. These hierophants in the reverse. This hierophant in the reverse that they sent in. The person that cloaks themselves so they don't appear as diabolical and disgusting and evil and wicked, okay, as they actually are. This is somebody that they sent in that knows how to manipulate energies, okay, manipulate emotions, okay. This person does a lot of mind magic. This person does a lot of binding rituals, blood rituals, moon rituals. I'm hearing blinding spells, and they also work in the love department with love spells, strong root work connected love spells. And I'm also picking up on glamour spells. I'm picking up on illusion and deception. Okay, this is a motherfucker that sits down and calculates this shit. Is what I'm hearing. Like like a fucking somebody that what is the trigonometry, okay, some shit like that, when you got all of those little components and you got to sit down and you got to write it, and if one thing is wrong, the whole equation is thrown off. This is a motherfucker or motherfuckers that sit down over their spell work and they do shit by the book, okay, so they are flabbergasted that shit is not working, okay, and that they're under judgment and that they're being exposed and that they can't get out of this. It's their nightmare. It's coming to life. They wanted a nightmare for this divine being of their past. They caused nightmares in many people's lives, okay? And they're now getting a taste of their own medicine, and it's just starting. The wheel of fortune is in the reverse. Nothing is going right in none of their lives. Nothing is going right. Nothing is going right at all. Nothing. Nothing is going right. Everything is upside down. I'm picking up on the tower energy with the wheel of fortune in the reverse. See, they were okay when the wheel of fortune was in the upright. Okay. And you know why? Even though they were doing a lot of wrong, they were cloaking in other people's energies. They was also cloaking in this divine being's energy for some time, okay, and then coming back and calling justice on him or her, and then letting her go to spiritual jail and lose every motherfucking thing. While I take more, while this Decepticon that they sent in, this the same one that they sent in would siphon all of the abundance, and it was they would always do the old switcheroo, because I'm hearing they knew, they were watching this divine being. They knew exactly when he or she had something coming in, okay, when they had a blessing on the horizon, when they had a good relationship on the horizon, when they had, a good job or a good business opportunity on the horizon. They knew, because they were sitting behind the scenes watching and stalking and blocking it and sending and wishing and sending death magic and sacrifice magic towards it, and then taking that energy back, okay, convincing the divine being that shit, I guess shit just wasn't gonna pan out how the way it was, but it was gonna pan out. But these people operate in illusion and deception. See, they operate with that people that really don't have a spiritual eye, you're not able to really see. Okay, so they see what the fuck is going on, but the way that they spin it, you can have a breakthrough or a blessing or something amazing from the divine or from spirit on the horizon, but they see it, but they make it in the physical realm. That's why they say the physical realm is the illusion. Come on, spirit, Maya, the physical realm is the illusion. Yes, shout out to the ancient ancestors. They say if you are only looking with your physical eyes, you're going to be fooled. You're going to be tricked. See, this Hierophant in the reverse and this dark cult are used to working with people that only see with their physical eyes. And even if they did see with their spiritual eyes to some degree, the level of high level witchcraft and magic that they would project, and it's a whole fucking cult behind the scenes, okay? So all of that energy that they're projecting, that they're doing, that they're paying, okay, is to bully a person spiritually out of what is theirs, with making it look like something that it is not. So these are illusionists. These are dark magicians, okay? Especially this one that was sent in. That's why he or she does not look and appear like what they are, okay? But I'm hearing the divine being was able to see through. The divine spirit, their spirit team, their ancestors, their guides shot them a message in the spirit, and it's something that these karmic witches and warlocks that were working in this dark cult with this Decepticon they sent in. They're not privy to that level of higher levels of connection and communication with source, because they're wicked. They're not balanced. So they don't have that. They're blocked off from that. They can only operate in wickedness and darkness. Okay, yeah. And they're not getting a fucking victory. And Spirit says it's fucking final. Ace of Wands. It's final. Spirit is saying this with the Ace of Wands. It is final. This victory in the reverse, they thought they was going to win. They thought that the Wheel of Fortune was going to be in their favor. They thought that they was going to be able to still kill and destroy and be able to keep that mask on and still power and energy and the life and the destiny of this divine being, but all and while calling justice on them and or a form of judgment, okay? And they only called judgment and a form of justice on themselves, okay? Because everything was watched and recorded by the ethers. Okay, this is the energy, y'all. Yep, Ten of Swords. They killed themselves. They bodied themselves. Coming in to destroy this divine being that wasn't causing them no harm, that knew of certain infidelities and heartbreaks and situations where certain people close to this divine being uh uh was portraying them. This divine being knew in the spirit. Their higher self knew, and their I'm hearing on a humanly level they knew, and that's why they let everything fucking go. They said, "Bitch, bygones is bygones." Okay, you robbed me in the motherfucking past. You let my love, and the hope that you motherfuckers will be better than what the fuck y'all knew y'all could never be. I hope I put that right. You get the motherfucking point. Okay, they was using that to try to steal and rob and destroy a divine being. I'm hearing, when you it's a quote that Spirit is putting in my I feel like my mind's eye, but my mind's ear. Okay, it's that quote that says, "I accept the things that I cannot change, and I accept the things that I can." You get what I'm saying? Or I accept the things that I can't change, or I accept the things that I can't. See, the divine being knew now what they didn't know or refused to hear in the past because of who these people were, who this friend was, who this frenemy was, who this ex was, who this family member was. Okay, who these people were, because it was once upon a time the older version of them, it would have broke their heart. They wouldn't have been able to get out of the bed with just knowing the amount of portrayal, because this is a person, this divine being, whether divine feminine or masculine, they really love for real, and these people knew that. That's why they wanted to come and pretend as if they were friendly, or because they wanted that divine being's love, that heart space to be open. Because if your heart space is open to a particular person, okay, I'm hearing specific people, they can manipulate your emotions. Okay, you're not gonna want to immediately jump to, I'm hearing, thinking logically with somebody that you're used to, somebody that you have love for. See, a lot of the times your guard is down. Somebody that you dated before, somebody that's a friend from the past. You get what I'm saying? But I'm hearing this divine being had to chuck up the fucking deuces and cut off every motherfucking thing, because there was a lot of piss and shit in the water. It wasn't pure. The waters were not pure over there. Okay, the waters were not pure. This divine being's life wasn't right when he or she was connected to these people. And when she got, or he or she got away, okay, from these people were behind the scenes, like, damn, okay, she over there, he over there. All right, we watching them. Okay, you still attacking them. Okay, cool. We exchanging money. Okay, cool. We gonna keep, we gonna try to force them to come back to us, because see, that the thing that they didn't want the divine being to know. Catch that, y'all. It's coming. It's right there. What they didn't want the divine beings out there to know is that these people needed you more than you ever needed them. But they wanted you to think that you needed them. They wanted you to be codependent on them and their approval and them being in your life. These are people that didn't mean you no fucking well, that was robbing you, that was stealing from you in the spirit, okay? Getting next to you, manifesting off of being next to you, manifesting off of you pouring into them, praying for them. I remember, y'all, in the past, I used to pray for my karmic wicked ass parents, okay? My biological, I guess, father is passed away, and my karmic mother is on her way into the fucking grave. I used to pray for them, okay? I was praying for my enemies and I didn't even know it. See, the power of prayer is real good. I used to pray for my ex, this Decepticon. I used to pray for family members, parents, okay? And I really would pray for this ex, because I thought, you know what I'm saying, this frenemy slash ex, because I wanted him to heal. I wanted him to evolve, whether we were in a relationship or not. It was genuine love. You get what I'm saying? I wanted him to be better. I used to pray for my parents to be better. I used to pray for certain family members and people that I saw as family to be better, to be protected, to be shielded. See, I'm not praying for them anymore. I stopped praying for them, because you know what? They were praying on me. Why am I going to pray for somebody to be good and great and elevate and heal, okay, and evolve, and they praying for my death, for my destruction, for my demise, for me to lose my mind, for me to be talking to myself barefoot in the street, for me to have nothing to eat in a window, or not even a pot to piss in a window to throw it out of, for me to be strung out on drugs, for me to be begging and a beggar. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? For me to not have nothing, for me to be in poverty. Why would I keep praying for my enemy? See, the divine being was guided to walk away and to leave everything in the past, no matter who came back. Okay, because when this divine being was left out in the cold, all of these people, including the one that this Decepticon, this Hierophant in the reverse, they were nowhere to be found. Why? Because they were celebrating. They were celebrating you being fucked up. They were celebrating you losing your job. They were celebrating you losing your place, not having a roof over your head. They were celebrating you having to run through your savings and shit like that, to pay, go and pillow the post, trying to find a place, getting rejected from every fucking where, not having no stability, putting out fires. You know why they were celebrating? Because they were doing it. Woo. Therefore, your demise was their eyes. They were betting against you because they had already tried to, all of them had their money and hands in the fucking pot to sacrifice you and to rise up off of you. So of course they wouldn't want you to have anything. Of course they wouldn't want you to be in your right state of mind. Of course they wouldn't want you to have good people around you, good friends around you that'll support you, that'll help you and not judge you. Of course they wouldn't want nobody to be in your life that was any bit of good, that was in a romantic situation with you, that wasn't sent in by them to drain your energy, to drive you crazy, to give you a fucking disease. You see what I'm saying? See, this is what it is, because these people were benefiting off of having your fucking life in chaos and hell. And this is what it's called. This is what's going on in their life now. And they can't fucking take it, but they was okay when it was happening to you. When you didn't know how the fuck you was gonna eat, when you didn't know how the fuck you was gonna figure it the fuck out, but you did. Tell these motherfucking people to be strong. Be strong. Like how the collective had to do. When we went through our motherfucking storms and we turned around and looked around and, well, where is this family member? Where is this parent? Where is this ex? Where is this friend? Oh, they were somewhere smiling, laughing, drinking, fucking on each other till your demise. Because they wanted your destiny, and you seeing you out and fucked up. They was looking at their clocks. Only a matter of time before one of the attacks takes him or her out. Only a matter of time before one of those death sacrifice rituals works. We're going to continue to break them down. Every time you stand up on one leg, it's something else they putting on your back, something else they putting on your shoulders. Every time you walk, take 2 to 3 steps forward, they coming to put something else on your back to put you 10 to 15 steps back. This was not natural, y'all. These people were playing God and a divine being's life, and that the Most High God is showing them who is God and that they never were it. They were never chosen and they never were God. And God is using these people as an example. These people are being portrayed, okay, facing deaths in all forms. The people that they celebrated against you with Divine Collective, the ones that they fucked on behind your back, these family members that was fucking on your ex, these frenemies that was jealous of you and fucking on your ex was jealous of you, the damn family members were jealous, everybody was jealous of you and wanted to steal your destiny. And Spirit just waited. The Most High and your Spirit guide just sat back and waited. It took a lot for them to sit back and wait. They were still protecting you, you know what I'm saying, and shielding you. That's why these people weren't able to kill you. But they were just seeing it's only a matter of time before, these people busting you upside your head in the spirit, sabotaging you, stabbing you in your back, stabbing you in your heart, sending in these people to siphon your energy, sending these mental. It was only a matter of time before your spirit team was like, okay, he or she is going to wake up. See, diamonds are forged in the pressure. These people attacking you to this degree actually woke you up to your greatness, to your power, to your soul, to who you actually truly are. That's the real reason why they had to come up against you with all these motherfucking people. And they still lost and they're going to lose. There is no win for these people because they're not right within. Lauryn Hill. That's the energy. These people sold their fucking souls to the devil. And I'm hearing it was crying like how Lauryn Hill ended up signing on to that record contract when she got up there. She sang that song, Peace of Mind. She couldn't get no peace because there was a lot of shit she was seeing behind the realm on how demonic a lot of this shit was in the industry type of shit. And she wanted to get out crying and just crying and sobbing, not wanting to, I feel like they let Lauryn Hill out of the shit. Okay, they don't let a lot of people out of the shit, but they did let Lauryn Hill out. But I feel like they got her now. The version of Lauryn Hill that we see now is not it. She done been cloned, or her mind is completely taken over. That's what I'm hearing. But that's the thing. See, they made a deal with the devil, and even if they let you out, that devil is still going to come back to collect because you still made that deal. You still got to pay. You still got to do what the fuck the contract said. Somebody that was sent towards you, Divine Collective, made a deal with the devil to bring you in as a sacrifice with the Ten of Swords, and now they couldn't do it. And now them and everybody that they're working with and was working with against you, including the people that paid them to come up against you, is now facing deaths in all forms. I can't make it up. Judgment. I can't make it up. Look, I didn't even know this card was here, y'all. Death in the reverse. These people are in the energy of death. They're trying to get out of it, and I'm also picking up on death just means dead. Okay, death could mean endings and new beginnings, but them wanting this death being in the reverse, spirit, show me what this is. It's these people trying to figure a way to get out of death in all forms, because it's clarified by the Ten of Swords, which is betrayal, heavy betrayal, and death. Yes, they're trying to figure out a way to get out of death. I'm also hearing that something is coming to collect. The devil is coming to collect, and they're trying to find a way of this entity that this person, this Judas, worked with. Okay, that they were supposed to be sacrificing you for the group, for the community, for the clan, or whatever. Spirit is talking. Whew. For the clan. So this was a hate group. This is like these people operate like a hate group, like a racist hate group, like the Ku Klux Klan. They operate like that, but they, the people that are in these groups and have taken these oaths and everything like that, they see them as family, but people outside of it, they don't see them as family, and they see them as fair game. But now they turn on each other in there. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they're trying to get out. This person is trying to get out because they know death is knocking at their door in all forms, and they know that this devil is coming back to collect, and this is an ancient primordial entity that knew that this person was just lusting. This person, okay, was just conjuring them up and working with them, lusting after their power. I'm hearing it was just they were chasing this entity's power and pull, and they would worship them and bring them sacrifices, but it wasn't, they weren't respecting this entity. This entity knew that it was all about greed and money and fame. It wasn't about anything more than that. These entities are actually consciousness. They have consciousness. They're very intelligent. They know when they're being used. They know when people are lusting after their power, after their pull. And this entity knew that this person would not be able to get this job done. And it worked. This dark entity worked with the divine to set these people up and this person up, because they've been running them up for too long. This is coming from up above. Whew, this is what I'm hearing. This person and these people are trying to remember a day. I'm here to remember a time, Michael Jackson, when we fell in love. This person is remembering a time when this Hierophant in the reverse, and these people connected to them are remembering a time where their life was much more easier, when the divine being that they were attacking was unaware, when this divine being was not fighting back, when this divine being was so heavily in their emotions, and they were able to get into their mind, and the divine being may have not been fully healed to a certain aspect or a certain point, and or have healed enough to walk away and leave these people behind in the past. See, back then the magic was hidden, only because the divine being, I'm hearing the magic that hit the divine being even in the past was only to a certain extent, for them to feel the pressure, for them to feel the pain, to force them to awaken. So even the divine was using these people to awaken, okay, this divine being. Yeah, these people are now seeing when remembering a time. I'm picking up on Michael Jackson heavy. Somebody could like Michael Jackson. They were remembering a time where their life was easier, where they would just be able to come in and steal this divine being's energy in the dream state. Family members, frenemies, exes cloaking its lovers and having sex with this divine feminine and or masculine being, supreme being, and siphoning their energy, okay, in a dream state, send it when they were able to send in lovers, which were also familiar spirits that were working with these family members in these dark cults to harvest this divine being's energy. See, it was easy then. It was a good time then. See, they attacked this divine being so much that they forced them to awaken. They forced them to tear down all of the illusions, the false identity, to tear through the matrix, to tear through the mental programming, to destroy all of that and to build themselves back up in their true light. They're not able to destroy this divine being because they you can't destroy something that outranks you. You can't destroy someone that built themselves up with the divine and on their own. These people tried to come back in and steal something that they didn't build, didn't contribute to, other than causing hell. And it's a no. You can't kill somebody that is stronger than you, that outranks you, that has actual authority, okay, to operate in certain powers that you're abusing with divination, and that they have more power than you and all of your motherfuckers put together, and they outrank you. You motherfuckers are sad ass hoes. They remembering now, but it's too motherfucking late. I'm hearing somebody wants to come in and apologize, bitches. No motherfucking need for apologies. If you coming in and try to kill somebody, done fucked around on them, done stole from them, done attacked them, done tried to kill them, okay, done fucked around with their friends, even if you family. You know what I'm saying? Certain family members fucking around, like certain people don't like their friends fucking around with their family members. Certain people don't like their exes fucking their family members. You know what I'm saying? Certain people don't like their exes and their friends and frenemies, even if in the past fucking each other. You know, but these people were having so much fun. Oh, so much fun indeed they were having. Spirit is saying we're gonna make sure they have more fun. But it's not we're going to make sure that for every portrayal, every heartbreak, every tear that the divine shed, okay, the divine being shed from being portrayed and heartbroken and spiritually attacked from these people that they knew personally, and the ones that they were working with these Decepticons to take this divine being out. They're gonna make you pay it back in blood. You're gonna pay with your ass, you're gonna pay with your life, and you're gonna pay with your blood. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Justice in a reverse. This person came in and called justice on a divine being that wasn't doing nothing, wasn't hurting nobody. This was a Decepticon, a Hierophant in the reverse. I'm picking up on an ex-lover, a friend, a family member, etc. Take it how it resonates for you. And now all these fucking people are under judgment. They did this to themselves. If they didn't come back to try to destroy this divine being just to do it, just out of the ego, look, I can't make it up. Justice in a reverse, thief. That's the last card out, y'all. Thief. Seven of Swords. They came back to call justice in the reverse, to call judgment on a divine being for the shit that they were doing in their name, in the physical. I'm hearing virtually doing shit in their name, stealing social security cards, taking money from accounts, shell businesses. They were literally doing this shit in the spirit and in the physical, y'all. Doing spiritual crimes, cloaking themselves in this divine being's energy, and then wanted to set them up to die. So they wanted to attack them, to make them want to jump off a bridge and take themselves out because it was attacking their mind and it didn't fucking work. They were sending in people to infect them with some sort of disease. Okay, they was literally going low. There's no lower than these people went, and they went to the pits of hell and to the underworld, and they're gonna be dragged there for their evil deeds. Attacking a divine being in his or her sleep. Every time they move around, they go out, they go to work, they go here, they go there. These people were literally gang stalking, jumping in and out of these bodies, okay, trying to trigger and watch and block this divine being, and they're now under judgment for it. They called justice on a divine being that was innocent, somebody from their past, this ex-lover that was bitter and butthurt because somebody in the divine collective walked away from him, a frenemy that never was always jealous of somebody in the divine collective and never truly wanted the best for you, was mad that and wanted to be you and work with other people to be you. That was an op too. These family members that you cut off and walked away from because they wasn't a bit of goddamn good. They wasn't worth two dead flies or two nickels rubbed together. You walked the fuck off. And so they wanted to make you pay, or they wanted to kill you for it. They did not want you to be able to have no peace. They didn't want you to be able to brush your teeth, to have shit to eat. Okay. And now these people teeth is falling out. They're not able to eat. They don't got meds and medications because them health problems that they wanted you to have, Divine Collective, they're on their ass now. Them autoimmune diseases, I'm hearing lupus, organ failure, that house in Virginia, HIV, etc., AID. You get what I'm saying? Herpes, all of these mixtures of all these diseases because that these people get because they do all of this sex magic. In order for the shit to take, you gotta fuck raw. And these motherfuckers got sex demons. But when you're fucking raw, you're doing everything to not only contract something that you're not gonna get rid of, which is a sexually transmitted demon, a dark entity, or you getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant that you don't want to get pregnant. That's what happens. That's what happens with sex. These people are mad because they got caught up and got fucked up and they can't get out of this situation with magic. They can't get out of it. And it's eating them. It's eating their pockets. It's eating their health. It's eating away at their mind. It's eating their finances. It's destroying the illusion. It's ripping their mask off their head and they can't take it. But this is justice though. They tried to call justice on a divine being, which is a form of judgment, spiritual prison. And now they're all in spiritual prison. They're in mental prison and they're in physical prison and they cannot get out. They're trying to find a way to get out, but they can't. And it's clarified with Seven of Swords thief. They were coming in to steal. They were coming in to steal and to kill and to destroy. Come on now, split the deck on strength in the reverse. These people are weak at this time. They don't have the vitality. I'm hearing somebody don't got the strength to get out the bed. Somebody don't got the strength to keep doing these wicked ass sex rituals. You know what I'm saying? Magician in the reverse. Come through, Holy Spirit. I can't make it up. These were dark magicians. This is a dark magician and a dark cult, okay, that get their strength and their power from stealing from people and sacrificing people like they wanted to do to this divine being, and it didn't motherfucking work. They came in to steal this divine being's strength, power, okay, their destiny, okay, and they came in to call judgment and steal their the good things that the Most High was giving to them in their life. I cannot make it up. Ace of Swords in the reverse, y'all. I have not done a reading in a while where the cards are just speaking so loud and so clear. Okay. 10 of Swords. Because I got them right here. 10 of Swords in the upright. Death in the reverse. Judgment in the upright, Hierophant in the reverse, 6 of Wands in the reverse, which is victory and success. In the upright, 6 of Wands is victory and success. In the reverse, is somebody down on their luck, down on their dick in the worst way. Okay, in the worst of ways. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, 6 of Cups in the reverse. They remember when shit was better for them, but it ain't getting no goddamn better. Then it's confirmed justice in the reverse. Called it justice on a divine being, and it didn't work. And now justice is called on themselves and everybody that was working with them. Okay, they're being seen as thieves. Okay, their strength is in the reverse. The Magician in the reverse, Black Magic, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Nothing but chaos, confusion, and utter destruction. I told y'all, bro. I just the cards that I just pulled was Strength in the reverse. I split the deck on it. Okay, the Magician in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. This is in real time. This is chaos and confusion. I told y'all the spirit was showing me a hurricane and a tornado, and it's a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Whether this is a male or a female, this ex, this frenemy, this family member, whoever, this associate, somebody that you used to know, that you used to love. Okay, somebody that you had love for. Queen of Pentacles, whether a male or a female. This was who these people are. This is who this person was, a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This dark magician, okay? This is a dark magician here. A Hierophant in the reverse, okay? The Queen of Pentacles are in the reverse. I'm picking up on, this could be aspects of one person represented in different aspects. This could also represent multiple people that were in this cult, okay, that were working against you, okay? For money. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse can't produce shit. They can't manifest nothing. The Queen of Pentacles and on this deck kind of reminds me of the Empress, because the Queen of Pentacles in this deck is pregnant. Okay, somebody could be pregnant. Okay, this could be a karmic feminine. Okay, that is a part of this that was doing black magic on somebody in the divine collective, whether a divine feminine or masculine. This karmic feminine, okay, was spirit is talking. There was a masculine that could have been a Hierophant in the reverse, and it was a Queen of Pentacles that is in the reverse. Okay, a mother, Empress in the reverse type of energy from the depiction of this card. And they were doing dark magic on somebody in the divine collective, and it has caused chaos and hell in their fucking life in every possible way. And this dark cult in their personal families, I cannot make, God, come on now, spirit. Come on, spirit. Woo. Eight of Swords in the reverse. They wish for the divine being to be trapped in their head like he or she was in the past. But the divine being found their way out of that mental prison, that emotional prison. And so they sent that energy and that magic with all of that black magic. I'm hearing they were doing a high level mental magic, okay? Confusion magic, conflict, chaos spirits, chaos magic. Okay, all type. They were attacking the mind. They wanted to attack the psyche, and they wanted to siphon a divine being's intellectual properties as well as their I'm hearing sexual energy, sacral chakra energy, as well as their root. Okay, because the stability in the physical realm is connected to your root, your health. If you're beautiful, if you're attractive, if you are very abundant, if you have very stable, have in your life. Okay, you're very abundant. Okay, all of that is what these people were attacking. This couple was attacking, and it failed because a divine being, whether feminine or masculine, was no longer in their head like they were in the past. And so everything is backfired and it's all on them. Yeah, King of Wands. I'm picking up on this Hierophant in the reverse is the King of Wands energy, whether it's a karmic feminine or masculine, but I'm heavily picking up on a couple. Yeah, this King of Wands was the fool. He rushed into this. He or she rushed into this situation to fake friend. Thank you, spirit. Fake friend wants to fuck your spouse. Spirit talking. Okay, so this king of there's a masculine I'm picking up on. This, because there's no sex in tarot, but I'm picking up on this Hierophant in the reverse could be a karmic masculine coming out of the King of Wands, could be a Sagittarius, a Aries, or a Leo. Okay, rushing in, a corrupted, egotistical, arrogant fire sign. It's gonna rush in, they like to rush in to do shit. They like to run in to do shit. They like to rush into conquest. Also giving the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Swords. You know what I'm saying? The Knight of Wands. They're always quick to rush in to do something with that fire energy, okay? Spirit is telling me with the King of Wands and the Fool, this karmic masculine rushed in towards a divine being, whether divine feminine or masculine, to pull some bullshit. Okay, working with their spouse, working with these dark communities, working with a cult. Okay, and they rushed and they ran off a cliff. This fool, they jumped off a fucking cliff. They rushed into something that they knew nothing about. Okay, they knew about attacking regular people, regular civilians, people that don't have any spiritual rank, people that are not favored by the universe and by the gods. Okay, this karmic masculine, this warlock, this Hierophant in the reverse, etc., and this cult are not used to working against divine beings that are not just regular people that don't have a certain level of okay, I'm picking up a lot of energy right now. Okay, let me get my thoughts right. All right, because I'm getting it in real time. Okay, so this warlock and this warlock couple with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a bitch that's pregnant, that can't produce nothing, that can't manifest nothing. This warlock is the Hierophant. This King of Wands energy is the Hierophant in the reverse. He looks like a stand-up guy. He looks like he's upright. He looks like a pillar to the community. He looks like he's straight, but he's open. He's bisexual. He looks like he's a good man, but he's not. He's a horrible guy. Okay, you catch my drift. They do black magic. Okay, this is a couple that does black magic to kill, to steal, to destroy people with the magic, and to steal and to scam people out of their identities, out of their personal information, out of their documents, opening lines of credit, stealing people that are passed over Social Security, and or using people's personal information for gain. These are scammers that are a part of a voodoo cult, house or whatever. Okay, this is what they do. Okay, this King of Wands was so egotistical and arrogant, thinking that this divine being from his past, whether a divine feminine, whether an ex-lover, whether a family member, whether somebody he was cool with as a feminine or as a masculine, etc. Take it how it resonates for you. This person rushed in, y'all, without doing no work, without checking the skull, without looking and seeing. And I'm hearing this warlock got readings on the divine being. I'm picking picking up on a divine feminine that he was targeting and working against for some time, investing a lot of money into trying to destroy, to destiny swap for him, his cult, and his bitch that's pregnant, running around half crazy, and they both sick as hell. This is what Spirit is telling me. He rushed and jumped in as a fool and ran off right off the cliff. And he took everybody that was working with him that he paid, previous murders that him and his cult has done on people. Everything is uncovered now. Nobody could cloak. Nobody could cloak. Nobody is getting out of this in the spirit as well as in the physical. There is no way out. This warlock rushed in instead of doing his due diligence, instead of listening to the readers that he was going to, because I'm hearing he got a lot of readings on this divine being. They told him not to do it. They told him, I don't think you want to go back in for this round, this time, at this time. I don't think it's the best thing for you to do. Okay. This warlock said, the hell with that. I done got from this person. I'd have been stealing from this person. I'd have been taking from this person. I'd have been robbing this person for time and time and time again. This warlock was so egotistical because he thought he was taking and siphoning and stealing this divine being's energy from across the realms for so long that he thought that this divine being's energy or this feminine divine being's energy belonged to him. So he rushed in because he was used to this divine feminine not fighting. He was used to this divine feminine, not wanting to accept the truth that he and others were pieces of shit. Okay, this frenemy, this fake friend that wanted to fuck this spouse. Yeah, this karmic masculine is his king of wands. Okay, hierophant in the reverse. A machismo type of motherfucker, a nigga that like to fuck on bitches and can't be trusted around kids, okay, and can't and likes to fuck on males as well. He got with a Jezebel witch bitch, a frenemy of the divine feminine. Okay, a bitch that wanted to be her, a witch bitch that wanted her sloppy, dirty fucking seconds, but this nigga was always fucking filthy. But she just wanted to one up the divine feminine. It says fake friend wants to fuck your spouse, so they ran off into the to their bullshit ass sunset with, and they built their relationship off of not only killing and stealing with this dark cult, with targeting many people, but using and targeting this divine feminine and this divine being and they wanted to sabotage her in every avenue of her life, working with the dark communities, working with the karmic family of this divine feminine being to kill, steal, and destroy. They wanted to live this divine being's life with each other, and they wanted to destiny swap with this divine being, and so that to try to force the divine being into having a life of poverty like them. They're low vibrational. Okay, they're unhealed. They're poor. They don't have the ability to manifest. This queen of a dirty queen of pentacles in a reverse is a pregnant bitch that don't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. Okay, also could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy with all of that root work that was being done with black magician. I can't make it up. This couple is losing it the fuck all. This warlock led their ass off a fucking into a burning house, Martin Luther King style, boule nigga. Okay, also I'm picking up on highly homosexual. Also, he loves little boys. He loves fucking little boys like Martin Luther King did. And he also likes prostitutes, feminine prostitutes of multiple races. I'm also picking up on that. And I'm also hearing that this work, similar to Martin Luther King, this is a mirror. He was supposed to be a pillar in the community. One of those type of motherfuckers, where a speaker, a youth advocate, pastor. You get what I'm saying? That type of shit, somebody to be looked up to, but they were exactly the opposite. And I'm also picking up on dark Masonic energy. Martin Luther King was a dark Mason, and this warlock is as well, that are highly attracted to the same sex and the same sex of adolescents. Okay, and being, they'll have sex with women and prostitutes as well. They actually prefer it. And they both had this warlock and Martin Luther King have had a sex demon and or entity on them. Yeah, this is the energy. Split the deck on Seven of Cups in the reverse. Now they can't hide it. Okay, they were able to hide it for so long, but they can't hide it no more. They were used to hiding it. Okay, they were used to hiding under the moon, doing shit under the moon, because the moon clarifies six in the upright, clarifies Six of Cups. So what I'm picking up on this is that the illusions are no longer able to be cloaked with all this moon magic that they do under these full moon phases. Okay, doing a lot of blood magic and all types of wickedness. They like to cloak themselves under the moon, okay, so that I'm hearing, so that they are able to do their dirt and do their dealings in the spirit, because they run around and run amok in the spirit, as well as they run around in the physical as well. They're being exposed. They can no longer hide under the moon anymore because the illusions are not working. Their magic is not working. Yeah, towers. I can't make it up. Nine of Cups in the reverse. These people are looking real fucked up and bad right now. They are not looking beautiful. They're not looking happy. They fucked up. The cups is going. I'm here. It's a lot of cups here. Somebody could be drinking themselves to death. Okay, trying to escape the pain, trying to numb themselves. Somebody is drinking themselves to death. Okay, under because none of their magic that they do under the moon is working. This person could have been somebody that was used to fooling people. I'm hearing in the cult, as well as outside of the cult, lovers. They don't have it no more. This person is losing in every possible way, and they're losing their looks. King Cups in the reverse. Yeah, that's the energy. That's the energy. This person is losing their fucking mind. They're being seen for the pieces of shit that they are, and they cannot run from it. They can't cloak. Yeah, I can't make it up. Seven of Cups in the reverse. These are people that this is a couple and a warlock and a witch and a dark cult and community that operate through illusion. Every moon cycle they doing some shit, and it ain't working no more because we in a new age. That shit ain't working no more. It don't work on divine beings. But what will happen when you attack a divine being and try to sacrifice a divine being that has already made their way to their destiny? I can't make it up. The Empress in the upright. The divine being that they were attacking, I can't make it up. I know what the fuck I'm seeing and feeling. Is the Empress in the upright with bananas sitting in the basking in the sun, beautiful as ever, and it's sitting down and enjoying the fruits of her labor. Okay. And these Decepticons tried to come in and steal it. This divine being, oh my gosh. Whew. It was a long journey that this Empress energy had to go through to make it to the promised land with the Nine of Wands. But baby, we are absolutely here. I'm not hearing. I'm picking up on the Nine of Wands. Is that this Empress was heavily burdened by this person, by this couple, by this group, by these family members, okay, because they were throwing their burdens off on this divine feminine, and she carried it, okay, she carried it, or he carried it, etc. Take it how it resonates for you. It was a lot of pressure, okay. I told you, diamonds are formed under the most high amounts of pressure, okay. It was a lot. It took a lot to get here, but baby, we here, okay? And then this Empress is sitting on her throne with her crown. She's basking in the sun. She got everything she needs, etc., 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 etc. The cycle is complete, confirmed with Four of Swords. I can't make it up. The Empress is moving forward with the Eight of Wands with heavy pressure and energy because Spirit is moving in this divine Empress's energies life with the Two of Wands. The Empress gets to move forward. The Empress energy is no longer trapped in her and or his mind. Take it how it resonates for you. The Empress is no longer trapped in her head with the Eight of Swords energy came out. Okay, and the Nine of Swords energy came out in the reverse. These people that was doing this witchcraft to put the Empress in her head, okay, to have her feeling like she didn't have nowhere to go and no choices to make, and how the hell was it gonna get? How the hell was she gonna get out? It was an illusion the whole time. The Empress is now seeing through the illusions that are being projected from people out and enemies and Decepticons outside of his or herself. This is the energy. Nine of Swords. The Empress is having good sleep at night, whether divine, feminine, or masculine, y'all. It pays good to be good and treat people how you want to be treated because you get to sleep well at night. This couple, these family members, these dark communities, okay, they're not sleeping well. They're not sleeping well at all. They're being hunted. They're being haunted. They're under a lot of pressure. They're under a lot of weight. Okay, the cycle is closed. They're under judgment. Okay, I already told you all the cards, y'all. They're going through their nightmare, their worst goddamn nightmare. Okay, what they put the Empress through, they're going through times a million. Okay, and the Empress is somewhere sleeping well and getting his. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say too much, but the Empress is somewhere minding her motherfucking business or minding his motherfucking business, having a blast. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. But these karmics that wanted to get in the way, yeah, they're having their worst fucking nightmare. The Empress is coming out as the Queen of Swords, getting I'm hearing getting in her motherfucking trick bag. Okay, I'm hearing magical enchantment. I'm not enchantment bag, but magical bag. I'm hearing this is an Empress. So you get what I'm saying? Every element this Empress has mastered, whether divine, feminine, or masculine, in the upright, okay? She or he is holding their sword, okay, up to these motherfuckers. So, bitch, I'm not having no nightmares no more, and I'm not going to have no nightmares no more type of energy. That's your nightmare. You dug your grave. That's your grave. you can't get mad at me because you tried to kill me and it didn't work, and now you're dying, and now people close to you are dying, and now the image is dying, and now you're being exposed for lying. I can't make this up. This is the energy. The Empress is able to move forward. Yeah, it was multiple third party situations. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. These people were celebrating, getting this money, stealing the Empress's energy, still look, having a blast, drinking. Oh, it was good. It was all good in the motherfucking neighborhood as long as the Empress was fucked up, you know. But the Empress is now in her nine, his or her Nine of Pentacles energy, sitting on their motherfucking thrones. Okay, at the same time, I cannot make this up. I was about to put the deck down. Spirit is talking. At the same time, this Emperor in the reverse, King of Wands energy, Hierophant in the reverse, energy that is coming out as this couple and this cult, this dark community, these family members, frenemies, etc. This Emperor in the reverse is losing it the fuck all. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Before the Three of Pentacles was in the upright and they was living large, okay, drinking, fucking, you know, doing all of this shit on the Empress's top, okay. They can't do that shit no more. This Emperor is going down, and everybody connected to him is going down. I cannot make it up. They fucked up, y'all. They done fallen and they can't get up. The Ten of Pentacles is not theirs. Okay. God, I can't make it up. This is the energy. This is the energy, y'all. This Emperor is losing it the fuck all. If people that are close to this Emperor energy in the reverse, get the fuck away. It ain't nothing good. It's nothing good going on over there. Nothing good at all. It's death. It's misery. This Emperor could also be losing his mind, talking to himself, being haunted, being possessed. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on. This is what I'm picking up on. This Emperor energy in the reverse tried to juggle the Empress in the upright and got put on the ass. That's what I'm hearing. That's what Spirit is saying. Losing it the fuck all. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is basically financial stability. You know, four, okay? Four Pentacles, financial stability, or stabilizing your finances in a certain way. This is meaning that this Emperor in the reverse is going into severe poverty. He might be living in a fucking tent. He might be going to pillow to post, uh, uh, fucking people to stay in their house. Okay, not having a place to wash his ass, washing up in a restroom in a gas station. That's what I'm hearing. Like shit is. Oh my gosh. This, oh gosh, it's bad. It's bad. I'm also picking up on the Four Pentacles in the reverse. I'm picking up on very bad health problems with this Emperor. Very, very bad, poor health. He could be losing vitality, teeth, hair. Okay, if this was a attractive Emperor, masculine or feminine, etc. I'm picking up on this energy of this Emperor in the reverse is has a wife of the opposite sex, and this bitch is pregnant or something like that. But he also is for the streets. He also has boyfriends and male lovers. It's never enough for this Emperor in the reverse. Um, all of that running around and fucking around and doing all of this sex magic and black magic is now hitting them all in their pockets, especially him. And yeah, oh gosh, oh gosh, he's hanging. I'm hearing the flame is dimming and he's hanging. That's what Spirit is telling me. Um, Going into severe poverty. If he had businesses, if this couple had businesses, they're losing him. If they looked attractive, they're losing their attractive appearance, handsome appearance, attractive appearance. They're no longer able. Confirmation verb. Thank you, Spirit. They're no longer able to fool people by looking the part in the physical no more, because they're looking like what they actually are in the physical. They're not. The illusions are in the reverse now. The magic is no longer working. This Emperor in the reverse, this couple, and these people that were working with them have absolutely no protection. This Emperor has been stripped of everything that he has, and everything that he had. His life is going to look like the total opposite of what it was before. He going out bad, down bad, and it's nothing that he could do or that they could do to get out of this. I'm picking up on injured. I'm picking up on this Emperor energy being injured, not being able to heal. This Emperor energy is pro I'm hearing forbidden to heal. He cannot heal. He can't heal. It don't matter what magic, what he tries to steal energy. It don't matter. He's not going to heal. This is his judgment. This is a part of this Emperor in the reverse's judgment. To go into severe poverty, to lose his looks, to lose his mind, to lose his ranking. He don't have no power anymore. He don't have no protection. He's open. It's open season. It's an open kill. Him and the motherfuckers that they were working with. It's hunting season. It's open. I'm hearing open season. Because this is what they do to people. This is what him, this couple, this cult, these dark communities, this is what they do. They're now the targets and they don't know how to take it. This warlock is like, he can't believe this is happening to him. He's drinking himself into a disease. I think he might have some sort of kidney, liver, or organ failure, as well as, being real hard on the body, fucking a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, drinking, doing a lot of drugs. You run your body into the ground. This emperor in the reverse is feeling every bit of the lifestyle that he lived. Okay, especially with killing, stealing, and destroying. This is the energy. Yep, this is the energy. I'm hearing this. God, I'm hearing this emperor in the reverse. Took a deal. Took a deal from a queen of wands. Energy payment, and this they didn't know, or he didn't know that this payment was gonna make take them into bankruptcy, stripping them of all of their assets. I'm hearing FBI, feds, Rico, business assets done, health done. Damn. Oof. Mind gone, rank stripped, power stripped, no protection. Oof. And I'm hearing that this warlock is one that would love to use no protection. This is a warlock that loved to do bareback with males, with transgender males that have a penis but dress like a female and put on wigs, as well as males that were gay, more feminine. And I'm picking up on males that were younger males under the age of consent. And I'm also picking up on down low males that present as straight, like this emperor in the reverse. He appears as if he's an emperor in the upright, but you're in this emperor. Ooh, spirit is saying that this emperor likes to be fucked. So this is why it's coming out in the reverse. And this picture, the emperor in the reverse, it kind of puts his ass up in the air. This is what this emperor enjoys. And I'm also hearing that he would do it for money as well, or he was doing it for pleasure. He was doing it to rank up in a Masonic lodge where you got to put your ass up and sit on the caster's couch, the black caster's couch, like Hollywood. You already know what they do. You got to put your ass in the air. You got to get on your knees. But this warlock, enjoys that. He likes sucking dick. He likes getting fucked. He don't mind fucking and selling himself, selling his dick or selling his ass for money. But that shit ain't even working no more because he don't even got the look to pull it off anymore. He don't have I'm hearing the dick don't get up all the way, how it used to, with the snap of a finger, because he's abused it. It's too much. He used too much. He did too much sex magic, and he was abusing magic too much. Yeah. Six of Pentacles in a reverse. This warlock is not getting a return on his investment at the fuck all. Okay, he invested a lot of money in taking out this divine being, thinking that he was going to get his money back, a return on his investment with other people. Yeah, this is the energy. Yeah, this is the energy, y'all. Absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Y'all, this is insane, bro. This energy is fucking crazy, y'all. I'm just reading the energy and I'm speaking and saying what spirit wants me to say, okay? Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. This is the message. I am absolutely starving right now. I hope that everybody that is on the live, or that is going to watch the live later, that are the part of the High Vibrational Collective, I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful day, night, or evening, my beautiful darlings. Yeah, I'm telling, somebody need to hit it. Y'all need to have some. If you don't have nothing already, have safe sex, okay? It's not worth risking your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Have safe sex. Make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? If your person is cheating on you, get their ass out the way, because they're not worth compromising your health. This is a message for somebody, y'all. If you got a friend of me that's always looking at your fucking dude, and you feeling like it's something else going on, and you know what I'm saying, but you really not wanting to believe it because you care for this friend of me, or this, or you cared for this friend of me, or you cared for this, and you tried to like overlook it because you ain't want to make it seem like, you know how toxic motherfuckers like to paint you as a problem when you start seeing what the fuck they got going on, and then they try to gaslight you and, oh, ain't nothing going on, da 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 da, or they real secretive, and you get what I'm saying? See, motherfuckers like that, these are the motherfuckers that end up with AIDS. These are the motherfuckers that end up with herpes. They the ones that end up with HIV, aggressive strands. I cannot make it up. 8 of Wands in the upright, split the deck. They end up with this shit, y'all, because they be out here doing so much wrong. when you wrong people, when you take from people, when you steal from people, you can't, it don't matter how long you've been cloaking your energy. It don't matter what spell work you do. The universe is going to be able to see you. Every dog has its day. It don't matter. You could be the best practitioner. All it takes is one mistake. All it takes is one mistake. And that one mistake is the one mistake that looks like it's going to be the easiest catch or the easiest kill. That's word for the wise. All right, that's word from the wise is what I'm hearing. Oh, it's always that. See, it's always the link. Especially when people get arrogant, even like with boosters and shit like that, where people just go in and they boost. They know what they doing. They know how to move. They know the terrain. They know who on duty. They already know where the camera's at. They already know, you know what I'm saying, what angle to hit. What they already know. See, when these motherfuckers is scammers, they stealers, they thieves. Okay, we're just using a boosters as an example. If you boost and boost and boost and boost and boost, and you keep going and you keep not only getting what you need or what you was coming in there to get, but you just get you egotistical, and you feel like the ego leads people to destruction every single time. Okay, into a brick fucking wall. It only takes, you might have got away with that shit over and over and over again, but what you didn't know is that they saw you. What you didn't know is that they saw you and they was watching you, and everything you took was being recorded. Every time you stole from this store, every time you stole from this person, every time you killed the motherfucker, every time you took the life of somebody, every time you sacrificed that animal, spirit was taking spiritual notes in the ethers, and in the spirit was just watching and just waiting. This was a setup from spirit. I'm hearing, because people that boost or people that steal or people that scam, they get arrogant. They feel like they untouchable, especially when they feel like they know magic and they know the inner workings and they've been initiated and, wada, gaga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It only takes that one time where you're guilty and you get caught because I'm hearing you took more than enough from a person. You took more than enough from a certain target, more from a certain store, whatever. But you just came back in out of gluttony, out of the ego, out of arrogance, out of hate or dislike, for a person. And spirit makes it look like it's going to be easy as ever, just like the first time, just like every time. You're gonna be able to get in and out. You don't even gotta go in and before and hit the store and look around. And no, if this is a motherfucker that said, you know what, I know how the store layout is, I know where the cameras are, I done been there before, I'm coming in to get it, and I'm gonna be able to get out and get the job done. And what they didn't know is that everybody was sitting in that bitch in position waiting for their ass to come through the fucking door. I can't make it up. It's the energy 5 of Pentacles. They're done. This Emperor in the reverse, this couple is done, bruh. They're fucking finished. This whole fucking cult, the whole dark community, every fucking murder that they did is now under investigation in the spirit as well as in the physical. The bodies. I'm hearing names, dates, locations of these bodies. You got to give up the bodies. You got to expose it. I can't make it up. Awakening. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Awakening. Yeah, this is the truth. They got to give up the locations of these bodies. They got to come clean. American gangster style. I'm hearing if you want any relief, you got to confess with your mouth. Okay? Confess to the police. Confess and turn yourself in, or you will be hunted and your life will not be worth living. Death in all forms. And that means even as you die in the afterlife, you still going to be in torment. I can't make it up. 4 swords in the reverse. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's already over. It's over now. It's only now this warlock, this couple, these motherfuckers that was working with him, if they smart, it's like, damn, it's damage control at this point. Because not only was it a physical crime, it's something that was done in the physical and something that you could kind of, you know what I'm saying, even if it was bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these are people that kill and steal and destroy on a regular. 7 of Cups. They're not able to do that shit no more. And everything that they did in the past that they did get away with is being exposed. That's That spirit. That spirit setting you up to destroy yourself. That spirit setting you up to destroy yourself. That's what that is. It's the one time that you don't check nothing. You think you know this person. You think you know the target. You think you know the store that you're going in the booth from. You done did it a million times. You done did it in the spirit. You done did it in the physical. You just know that out of all the stores that you done hit, this is the sweetest motherfucking store. You know the security. You know this. You know that. You already know. You already know the lingo. You already know where the camera's at. Yeah, you hear me? It's that one time. I can't make it up. That's the energy. It's that one time where whether we saying it's a store or whether we saying it's a person. Ooh, yes, cards. Ooh, that was sexy. That was so sexy, y'all. Oh my God, the cards came out so sexy. I gotta do that again. Oh my God, that felt so liberating. Oh, but it's that one time, y'all. No joke, no jokes. But it's that one time you feel like I already know this person. I already know I done been stealing from this person. I done been doing this person wrong. I done been fucking around in this person. I done fucked this person's family members. I done fucked on this person's old friends. I'm with this fucking frenemy of this motherfucker. I'm only with this bitch to get over on this hoe. You get what I'm saying? Because I want her life and I want to destroy him, and I don't want her to have nobody. I don't want her to have a good life. I want to have a good life and I want to live off of this person, but I don't want to do right by him. I don't want to give him nothing. I don't want to show him no love. I don't want to respect him, but I want to keep coming and taking. See, that's the person that they not giving, but they not never coming to give, but they always coming to take. That is the person that the Most High will use to humble you. And it makes it worse if it's a divine being. It makes it even worse. The sun. I can't make this up. Death. I cannot make this up. Damn. The sun, death, 8 of Wands, introspection. This damn whole cult is being set the fuck down. There is no way to override this. There's no way. The sun in the upright, death in the upright, 8 of Wands in the upright, introspection in the upright. These people were sending all of this damn death magic towards a divine being that awakened, that walked away from the past. And these people are now losing their minds because everything that they paid for, everything that this is what grinds their gears and makes their asses itch. Is that everything that they paid for, that they did to a divine being over a long period of time, what they did to a divine being, all the magic, all of the hate, all of the evil, all of the black magic, all of the sacrifice ritual, all of the health spells, all of the disease spells, all of the mental spells, the years of them doing it. This person is called, this couple is called, these dark families coming together and getting this shit done. All of that shit is going back, and they're under judgment, and they stripped of everything with no protection. Ooh, come on now. They're being fucked with something hard, rough, and rugged with no Vaseline, prison style. Somebody going to prison. Somebody is going to prison. Somebody is going to jail. I'm hearing prison. Empress in the reverse. It could be an empress in the reverse that's going to jail. That is the cause of motherfuckers going to jail for death plots, murder for hire, fraud. Yep. To try to balance out their situation financially. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles for them in the reverse. Yeah. 7 of Wands in the reverse. They're fighting and fighting and fighting, and they falling on their own fucking swords. Yeah. And they can't get out of this. Ooh, God, these cards feel amazing. Oh my God, Spirit is talking. All these illusions, yeah. All of these illusions, stalking. Look, now this motherfucker is hoping and wishing for a chance. A chance to do what, Judas? A chance to do what? Fulfill the death plot this time around? Fuck no. Hell no. Ooh, these cards are so sexy, y'all. God. Ooh. Child Spirit showing me different ways to do things, okay? And when I tell y'all the cards is not lying, and neither are my spirits. Ooh, I know y'all hear that. I know y'all hear that. That sounds like new money. God, that sounds like new money. Spirit, is there any more messages? Yeah. These people are in the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse type of energy at this particular period of time. Hold on, I want to do that again. I'm anal with this, but yeah, I got perfection, baby, perfection. Okay, Okay, hold on, I messed it up. But yeah, y'all, this is the energy. This is the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that was juggling a situation, juggling a divine being. This is a person that had a lot of options, felt like they had a lot of options. Always somebody that has a lot of motherfucking options. Yeah, justice is being served. Justice is being served. And justice being served is what Spirit is telling me right now is this person and these people being in the ten of swords. Yep. Yep, while the divine being gets to walk the fuck off with their power, okay, moving into a newer cycle. And this is the divine being's revolution. I cannot make this up. With them standing in their strength against this goddamn thief that was trying to steal their generational wealth, Ten of Pentacles, that's connected to their ancient bloodline, and it didn't work. It was never going to work. Look, I can't make this up. Ace of Cups. I cannot make this up, y'all. Hold on, I love doing this with these cards. Oh my God. Ooh, look at that, man. Y'all, if y'all was over here, God, these cards, certain other intuitives that, shuffle cards and etc. Like, it's something it's different when you do it and it hits you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always loved to shuffle the cards and to move, make sure I'm actually shuffling them around. But when you get more comfortable with the cards and spirit just moves through you, it's like you feel the energy of the cards, y'all. You feel split the deck on Eight of Cups in the reverse. You feel that you tap into not only the energies of the cards, but the energy that you're tapping into. See, the Eight of Cups, I don't know if I explained that right, but that's just how it feels. It's like therapeutic. Okay. And I'm feeling it, y'all. I'm doing a little shimmy over here. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody, a divine being walked off, whether divine feminine or masculine. They walked the fuck off and they left these Judases in the past. And they did not think that this would ever happen because they paid for a lot of high level spell work to make sure that a divine being would never be able to balance their life out, because they was balancing their life out off of the energy and the stealing the energy and attacking the finances of this divine being. I can't make it up. It was a Queen of Cups in the reverse. This could be a mother figure or a baby mother figure that was totally invested, okay, with this dark Emperor in the reverse, King of Wands, masculine type of energy is what I'm picking up on. Strength in the reverse, illusions in the reverse, Spirit of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this motherfucker is crying over this divine feminine walking the fuck off with her power and jumping in that Spirit of Swords energy on their ass in the reverse. And this is something that this person has never felt before. And so they're feeling really defeated now because they're so used to this particular divine being always having a weak spot for this person. And then there was a lot of heavy love spells being done, blinding spells, a lot of heavy mental magic. Yeah. Also a lot of root work and a lot of mirror magic being done. Yeah. The Spirit of Pentacles to steal the money of this divine being. Yeah, a lot of money was invested with this karmic couple, this frenemy that was fucking on this ex of the divine being from the past. Come through, Holy Spirit. We talking about it. That was fucking these family members, that was having these secret rendezvous and conversations. I cannot make it up to balance themselves all out on destroying and sacrificing this divine feminine and or divine being with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I can't make it up. I cannot make this up. I done shuffled these cards. I don't know how many days on time. And the Thief card is the card that's behind the Four of Pentacles. I cannot make it up. Three of Wands. They thought this shit was gonna be easy sailing, easy peasy. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, and it ain't. Okay, yeah, I can't make it up. I knew this fucking mother figure was gonna come out. Yeah, Empress in the reverse. They paid these thieves to come in and sabotage and steal the financial, the stability, and the creativity and the sexual energy and to attack the money of a divine being. Okay, while they thought it was going to be easy sailing with the Three of Pentacles. There was a lot of motherfuckers partying and celebrating and probably smoking and having a good fucking time. Okay, celebrating together, separate. Okay, celebrating this money that they was going to get from sacrificing this divine being. And this Empress in the reverse set all of their asses up, including herself. They were not able to block the roads of a divine being, and they will not be able to block the divine being's roads, but they blocked themselves. And I can't make this up. This was all over money, status, and power. The Spirit of Pentacles comes out. The Six of Pentacles comes out. This mother figure was paying a lot of money to destroy okay, a family member, a daughter, etc., a son, etc., somebody that was a mother figure to somebody in the divine being, excuse me, and they wanted a return on their investment. This mother figure and this warlock and this witch invested a lot of money in paying for this spell work. Okay, with other I'm hearing other people that were like family within the family or whatever on both sides of the family of this divine being. Yeah, spirit is saying, uh, excuse me, confirmation. Nymph of Pentacles, they're not getting shit. They did this out of the for the love of money. They done sold their souls, and they was doing this for the money. And I'm hearing they tried to sacrifice the divine being soul for the money, for the material, for their rank, for their fame, for their influence, and they all paid and put money into the pot, whether paying each other, paying other practitioners, traveling around to get work done on this divine being, yeah, to block their roads, the wayfarer, to try to block their roads, to try to destroy anything that they were creating financially so that they could continue to be in survival mode, so that these peons could continue to live off of the divine being. Yeah, Nymph of Pentacles, though they will not get a return on their investments, and them doing this shit out of the energy of money. Nymph of Pentacles is the broken down, most basic form of wealth in the physical reality, and it's coming out in the reverse basically, and this is causing them nightmares. These people are being haunted by what the fuck they're experiencing. Five of Cups, yeah. Nine of Swords in the upright. Okay, but their finances are dwindling, and there's nothing that they can do about it. These people are losing homes, cars, jobs, side hustles, shit. They losing every fucking thing. Their health, they're in poor fucking health, they're in horrible health. Yeah, and they just trying to figure out a way, okay, to get this divine being to open the fucking door so that they could be in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and it ain't gonna work. They want to stabilize their finances because the Four of Pentacles came out in the reverse from another deck in the reverse, which means poverty. It's fucking horrible for these people. They are hoping for the potential to find a potential to get some money, to get some energy, and to get out of this situation. So I'm hearing money, energy, and to get some help, and none of it is coming to them. Yeah, it's nothing that's coming to them. This is it's fucking crazy, bro. It's really crazy. Like when you really think about the shit that people do to people just to get money, just to feel like they winning up somebody, just to feel, oh, I'm fucking your man, I'm fucking your ex, I'm fucking your family, I'm fucking your friend, I'm fucking like, do you honestly think that you're somebody that the divine collective needs around? Why do we need people close to us that are like you or like those like you people? Y'all are enemies. Why do we need you around? It's no reason. There is no benefit off of that. For those in the divine, yeah, it's a Seven of Cups in the reverse. We're no longer under these fucking spells and these illusions, and we seeing these people for who they are. We're seeing, and people are seeing these people, y'all, for who they are, and they, God, they have no potential of getting out of this shit. They're seeing these people that was lying and playing on your top and talking shit about you and stealing your energy and talking shit and running around and taking from you and not wanting to give back. People are now seeing them because their masks is being stripped. They're now being seen for exactly who they are and what they do and how they get their money and how they live. Since they didn't want this person and these people didn't want to stop lying and trying to drag your name through the fucking mud so they can steal your destiny. Spirit is exposing every fucking thing, every fucking dollar that these people had in hidden accounts and businesses, overseas accounts, offshore accounts, etc. Everything is going to be combed through. Every murder that these people took out, okay, on other people that they successfully, I can't make it up. They're going into the Five of Pentacles. I can't make it up. Every fucking murder outside of you is being exposed. The people that didn't get justice, the people where they had the right root work and knew the right practitioner and etc. You're being vindicated, divine being. And while you're being vindicated, every single person that this cult, that these people, that your wicked ass family members paid to kill and or did witchcraft to kill or outsourced work to kill, to set people up to kill them, okay, to steal from them, the destiny swap from them, to put them in the dirt. Every fucking murder is being unearthed. It's being investigated in the spirit and in the physical from these people. See, they didn't know that coming after you was going to mean that they was going to be the ones poor. They were going to be the ones having nightmares. They didn't think that they wasn't going to get a return on their investment. But a lot of these people were taken from you, divine beings. These exes, these lovers, these family members, these frenemies. I can't make it up. And the universe is behind all of this. This is bigger than you, divine being. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than us. The universe is saying that the universe planned this and set this up. This is why they can't get out of it. The universe used you, divine being, as bait. I know I was used as bait. They use you as bait for your karmic family members that were wicked as fuck, that were always jealous of you, that sacrificed you as a child, that wanted to steal and live your destiny because they wanted your destiny, and they wanted to sacrifice you as a child, and then they work with people to kill you, and you wouldn't die, and then they work with lovers, and then they work with family members and church cult members, and it was traveling around to get work done, and everything was recorded. The universe was behind this setup. The universe was behind this. This is why this will not stop. These people have gotten themselves into something, playing around with people that they shouldn't have been playing around with, trying to sacrifice divine beings that was untouchable. These people thought that this root work and these systems and these people saying, hey, well, you're now initiated. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is a fucking female or a male initiating me into some shit? Like, that's some clown shit. It's goofy as hell to me. I don't know. I'm seeing it like that, and I know it is. I mean, on some shit now, if it's something that's not wicked, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, people are practicing with integrity and this and stuff like that, and some people feel more comfortable in a system or whatever. You're not abusing magic, then, you know, okay, I can give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're getting initiated into a certain system of, you know, spirituality and et cetera, and you being wicked and disgusting and demonic and you killing and still, I mean, damn, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, wow. So you mean to tell me that you need a group? You need a group to do what you do? Like, you need a woman or a male to tell you, like, that you initiated to feel like you're it? Like, this person pisses and shits just like everybody else. Who the fuck are they to initiate you, to tell you that you in some shit and you not? I mean, anybody could go and sit down and study some shit. You could study anything. You could study magic, all types of shit. You could study divination. Anybody could sit down and study something. Okay, especially if they want to learn something or want to know how to apply, you know, use that knowledge, application of knowledge. Okay, anybody could sit down if they really want to learn something and do that. I feel like you don't really need somebody else to kind of initiate you into some shit. I don't need to be initiated. So I don't know. I don't join dark demonic cults to kill, steal, and destroy to get ahead. So I don't know how that mentality is. I don't gotta fuck for the deal. You get what I'm saying? I don't gotta do that. If I gotta take it and kill a motherfucker to have it, I'm intelligent. Those of us that are high vibrational, we're intelligent. We know that you never really get away. We know that you never really get away with some shit. You might get away for a little while. You might get away for a long time. Thief at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You might get away for a lifetime. Okay. You might get away for a lifetime, maybe another lifetime. But the chickens always come home to roost. And it's people that operate in the shadows, y'all. They're like, okay, well, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. And as long as, you know, I'm not under judgment and I want to do this for the money. And you get what I'm saying? And as long as I know the right ways to get up out of this and get up out of that, and then, but that works until you come up against a divine being. So then the rules change. The rules change, y'all. It ain't the same. I'm hearing Drake never was the same. Somebody was a lover boy. Somebody was giving out all of that meat stick, okay, or a female was giving herself away for the deal, to get initiated, for the bread, okay, to live a life of illusions, okay. That shit is not working no more, y'all. It's not. It's really not. The days of all of that shit, them killing and people mysteriously getting sick and dying, and motherfuckers, you know, in the family and close to them and in the town, you know, going to the funeral and acting like they care so much when really they didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because they really did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Those days are over. And then they live the rest of their life and, abundance and this and that with shit that was never for them. Those days are over, y'all. The planet is not keeping motherfuckers on the planet that have that low vibrational frequency, that feel like they gotta kill something and drink some blood and give all these goddamn burnt offerings. That shit was, you could tell even back in the Bible, and it goes back to ancient, ancient Mayan bloodlines, etc., where certain blood offerings was offered, certain people was given, to certain deities as human sacrifices, etc. But we don't have to do that no more. You don't have to do that. That's not, you don't have to go that route no more. See, people that don't know no other way, and they wicked, and they don't want to heal, and they don't want to grow, they just rather kill, steal, and destroy because it's easier for them. They don't got to do the work. They can sit back, watch somebody else do the work, watch somebody grow the garden, and then they come in, and then when the harvest is ready, and they like, hey, well, hey, look over here, hey, no, that's not happening. That shit ain't going nowhere. Motherfuckers killing motherfuckers, getting motherfuckers sick. That shit ain't happening no more. See, this form of wicked abuse of divination, because that's not what a lot of these systems were even created for. Root work was not created to kill, steal, and destroy. But then it goes to the practitioner, okay? Voodoo as well was not created to kill, steal, and destroy. Neither was hoodoo or folk magic or other forms of light and dark magic, okay? It's all about the practitioner. But these people that operate in the darkness and, wanting to get shit by any means, you got to remember that it's nothing new under the sun. What they're doing, and these people that we're speaking about was trying to do, this cult, this group, people were doing this shit hundreds of years ago. It's nothing new under the sun. These entities know what you people want. These people in the shadows want. They know that you're lusting after their power. They know that you're lusting after what they could give you and what they could do for you, how you could benefit them. That's why when you don't have the sacrifice, that's why when you fall short, okay, that's why they don't mind taking your ass out, because they've been wanting you the whole time. That's what I'm hearing. They've been wanting you the whole time. They'll take the sacrifice because the agreement was made and you were able to deliver the sacrifice. This is what I'm hearing. But the one time you don't do it, that entity wanted your ass the whole time. Just because you smiled and talked and palled around with it, it wasn't your friend. Just like how these Decepticons operate with a target. Let's say they send a friend or a family member or an ex in, or somebody in a sense of romance in to try to woo the person. Oh yeah, you talking, everything is good, but you know that person knows that they want to make that other person the target because they want something from them. They want to benefit off of them. These dark entities know that. They know that these people are worshiping them and bringing them sacrifices and kissing their ass because they want that power. Why? Because they're lusting after certain things and physical pleasures in power and rank in the spirit and in the physical. These entities, even though they work with you, they don't respect you. They don't respect you because, they know the only reason you're conjuring them up and working with them is to live a lie. To live a lie. I'm hearing to live in an illusion, to live in a lie. Confirmation. Excuse me. To live a lie, to live in an illusion. You get what I'm saying? And to benefit to benefit off of fleeting pleasures and things in the physical and how people see you. And really, the physical realm is the illusion that these dark entities that these motherfuckers was conjuring up and working with, feeling like they were gods. Yeah, they know that the physical realm is the illusion, so they're gonna use you. You called them, remember? They're gonna use you. Okay. You call me up. What you want? What you want? This how these entities are. Okay, you call me up. My time ain't free, so for the call, where the offering at? What you want? Okay. Oh, you want that? Oh, you want that? Okay, well, we're gonna have to have a equal or more than what you're asking for, equivalent of what you're asking me to provide for you. This is the entity. The one time you don't you can't fulfill that agreement, It's no friends in the street. It's no friend. These entities are not these people in the shadows friends. It don't matter how much you bow down to them and give them offerings and bring them animal and child and human sacrifices. They're not your friends. It's no friendship in that, because they really don't respect a lot of these people, because they know that they really don't. They're only there to get and gain. They're only there lusting after what they could provide for them to be able to live these illusions. You get what I'm saying? So the entity already don't respect these people that be bringing these offerings. Yeah, I can't make it up. Spirit of Pentacles. The entity know why they conjuring them up. I can't make it up. Spirit of Pentacles confirmed with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and the Sun in the reverse. Oh God, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords. God. Okay, these people have blocked their roads for being a thief. I can't make it up. This is the energy, y'all, and I'm about to get off of here because I don't want it to be too long. Okay, it's already long. Okay, but yeah, these people were doing whatever they were willing to do, conjure up anything from the pits of hell, the underworld, etc. Okay, anything to get the Ace of Pentacles, anything. Okay, sacrifice anybody. Okay, to get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, whether they were deserving of it or not, it didn't matter, because if they had the Ace of Pentacles, they wanted to take it from them, and they was going to sacrifice them to this entity in order to get the shit done. Okay, equal or more, I'm hearing greater value. I'm also picking up on the Sun in the reverse. These people have lights is come. I'm hearing. Hmm, these people, spirit is not supporting these people. This is what I'm hearing. Source, spirit is not supporting these people at all. It's very dark in their lives, in these people's lives. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I can't make this up. Spirit is, oh my gosh, Spirit is tearing their asses a new asshole for being thieves, trying to steal somebody's Ten of Pentacles that would and touch somebody's Ten of Pentacles, generational wealth and abundance that did not belong to them, and trying to block their roads. They block their own roads, and it's Ace of Swords. These people, I cannot make it up, y'all. What I'm seeing, bro, Spirit is saying that it's it's very bad over there. I cannot make it up. It's very bad where these people are. And this entity is coming to collect. He knocking at the door. I'm hearing when the cops come knocking. The cops could be knocking on somebody's door looking for somebody. Somebody that I'm hearing that Maxwell song when the cops come knocking. This is somebody that loves fucking. Okay, they come to get a masculine that loves fucking. He always got a new boo. He always got a new bitch. He always got a new secret lover of the same sex in the closet. He always got it. He got it, baby. He always own it. I'm hearing he got it. He always got some drugs. Okay, usually could be a drug addict now. He always got some lit, some alcohol. He loves to stay lit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. This is a warlock, or that loves to break hearts. Three of Swords in the reverse. He can't break nobody's heart now because his heart is all it's fucked up. His heart broke. All of the hearts that this warlock broke. All even this couple has broke with killing people, with stealing people's partners, and yeah, Queen of Swords in the reverse energy. Yeah, they're now having to face that. They're facing their hearts being broken, the hearts of the people that they loved, or the people that they was fucking on behind their partner's back. This couple, their hearts are being broken with their finances being fucked up. Yeah, split the I shuffle and I split the deck on Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, these people are losing it. They are weighed down at this time, and they can't break nobody's heart and sacrifice nobody with manipulating their emotions, because their hearts is fucked up, because they got a fucked up heart posture. Yeah, everything that they valued and love is really about money. It's about how people see them. It's about affluence. Queen of Swords energy in the reverse. These people are losing their minds. I'm also picking up on a couple, okay, where the thrill is gone, the love is gone, and it ain't nothing but fucking burdens. Give me some more energy on this, Spirit, and then I'm gonna close this out. Oh, beautiful cards. I love y'all. I'm so happy. I'm shuffling. Ooh, nightmares. Somebody is in ooh, my the frequency changed. The frequency changed. Huh. The frequency changed. I felt the shift in my left ear and it went to the right. So hmm, I'm hearing they are here. Okay, so this karmic couple is carrying a whole lot of burdens at this time, spiraling, a whole lot of arguing. Okay, people can't. Somebody in this karmic couple cannot sleep at night. Maybe one or more parties. One party is thinking about somebody else or other lovers while they're around this ex or this person that they're trying to get away from. This could be their spouse, husband, or wife. This spouse knows is tormented as well because they know that this person is thinking about somebody else. Queen of Wands energy. Um, while they're laying next to them, or as well as other lovers. Somebody could be pregnant as well. Karmic feminine. Yeah. They're heavily burdened. Money fucked up, mind fucked up, situation fucked up. It's crazy over there. Oh yeah, and somebody's being haunted. There's a masculine being hunted and haunted. He can't get no sleep. He's being haunted by the his demonic evil ways. Okay, he's being haunted by the people that he took out, by the spirits of the people that he took out. He can't steal nothing else from nobody else. He won't be able to steal shit from nobody else. Seven of Swords. Damn, it's over with. It's over with, y'all. This the energy. It's over. They will not be getting a return on their investment. Six of Pentacles in a reverse. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing. This is a warlock that likes to break hearts. I'm hearing the karmic feminine had to. The only way she was able to bind, she had, and the only way she was able to force him to stay was doing love spells on him, binding to his root chakra, his dick, his sexual chakra, fucking with his mind, basically pulling a him on him. That was the only way she was going to be able to. I'm saying keep him, but I'm using that term loosely. This is a masculine that is closeted bisexual, prefers men but will sleep with women. Basically anything with a warm hole. Um, she had to do witchcraft on him to keep him coming back and laying in the bed to her after he's done having his fun out in the streets. Okay, he's open relationship. He's cheating, continuously cheating. He's non-committal. He's married to a female, but he's non-committal. But it shit looks right, but they can't keep up illusions anymore. This warlock masculine that is down low could also have hidden children, multiple hidden lovers, and he loves to fuck bareback. He loves to fuck bareback because he loves to do these sex rituals to harvest people's energy. And he just doesn't like condoms. He's nasty, and he has a lust demon on him. So the demon likes to get all up in people's guts and get up all in people's ass. You know what I'm saying? And extract those cords, attach those cords, and I'm here to extract that energy. So this is a motherfucker that like to be all up in it, okay? Cause that entity is feeding. He's feeding that entity is what I'm hearing. It's like a vampire. The entity, it don't matter. That's why this is a warlock that cannot be trusted around children because he cannot control himself. The entity takes over. When that itch start to scratch, that entity takes over his body. This is also a warlock that is also being taken over. Okay, he already has a heavy lust entity, a lust demon on him, but the devil that he failed to fulfill, the a divine being, bringing a divine being in and robbing a divine being and bringing them in as a human sacrifice. He owes that entity, so that entity is coming to collect him as well and take him over completely. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, balance is being restored in the life of the divine being, and it's multiple people that this warlock, this karmic dark couple, has done wrong. Okay, yeah, a warrior of cups in a reverse. Yeah, the divine being turned down this fake lover, false lover, fake friend, somebody that they saw as family, somebody that they had some sort of relationship with or relations with one time or another in the past. Take that how it resonates. The divine being is able to move forward, okay, because they rejected this false offer of fake love. Y'all, this is the message. Okay, we've been up here for what? 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's almost 222, baby. You already know what 222 means. That means that balance is being restored, honey. If you didn't know that, you know now. Y'all, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. It's I don't know what, y'all. I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, they did all of this for money. Spirit of Pentacles. It's only right. 222, baby. Balance is being restored. Y'all like, share, subscribe. I can't make this up. I ain't even look at the timer really until now. And it's 222. Balance is being restored, y'all. It's over. It's over. That's all I keep getting, and I keep saying it, y'all. It's over for these people and it's called. Y'all like, share, subscribe. That's what it is. Enjoy your weekend.